Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Jacobson across the timeline, and now they call off the defense, and the Huskers have reported their 21st win of the season, my friends. 9th-ranked Nebraska, 21-2 on the year, 10-2 in Big Ten Conference play, beating Rutgers 80-68 in Piscataway.
6 seconds on the clock. Graves launches and knocks down the three. We are Clayton with the lead. No shot. They come back. A dramatic victory. You can feel it. Here is Maye against pressure back to him, and he's brought down. Riley Mills fought through the offensive lineman, and the rookie out of Notre Dame has a sack in the Super Bowl. 3rd and 7, the four-man rush down quick, and it is brought in by Douglas for a very big first down. Big to him. Darnold to the end zone. Barner's got a touchdown. 8-24, trying to find some tempo, trying to take a shot play. Downfield for Holland, he's got it. Touchdown, New England. And step up and shoot one downfield. It's intercepted. Ill-advised throw in the middle. Julian Love has it. Love 50. Love 40 and out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Good morning. Welcome in. Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Mail Medical. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. What's up, DB?
Love 50.
Huh?
I was just telling my man Mike that there was no Love 50, but I get what he was trying to do after he said the Love 40.
Yeah, there's
just not. It's, par for the course. I guess. I don't know. I can't really hear a word you're saying.
Oh, that's not good.
Certainly not in my headset, but it is what it is. Shane, did you set this up again?
It's set up.
No.
It is set up. That's a thing.
Come on, man.
That's a good answer. Oh, it's set up.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can pretend to hear.
You good?
Yeah, that's what I do at home.
We're gonna Do you pretend to hear or you pretend to listen?
Shoot. I don't know.
Too early for that?
Yeah, one of them. I almost had to have you order me some food yesterday.
Oh yeah, were you in dire straits?
No. Had wings at home, but I was like in the middle of the day or in the morning. I was like, you know what? Today might be a good day. But I was like, nope.
You try and get those 100 wings for $90 we were doing?
No, I wouldn't. That had to have been. That's a heck of a deal.
Yeah,
I'm sure a ton of people did the 50 for 50.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure.
Right.
I'm sure they were popping over here.
Because normally, this is probably the cheapest place because sometimes they do the 75-cent wings.
Yeah, and then I think they do the 12 for 12 a lot as well. Like it's pretty good.
After the West Side North girls game, I was looking at something to eat and just looking around town. Like there are places that have like 10 wings for like $16.
Oh yeah.
Well,
like 12 for 18 is super common. Like that's a pretty common price.
Like who's paying for that?
Apparently some people.
Like are your wings that good where you'd pay $16.75 for 10 wings?
That's pretty aggressive. It's pretty aggressive.
It just takes a lot of gall.
The audacity.
Well, kind of.
Those better be some like giant wings.
Yeah, but even those have probably been injected with the roid.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Really?
Oh yeah, just pump.
You can get too big.
Yeah, sure.
Just get drumsticks. Those are super cheap.
I do like drumsticks. Drummies are my jam.
Now we've talked about this. I think drumsticks are the most overrated piece of chicken.
Yeah, it's just easy to eat. That's why I like it.
Yeah, because you, like most things, leave meat on the bone.
Yeah, that's fine.
No. I shamed one of our coaches.
I'm here for my convenience,
last
DB.
Saturday about leaving too much meat on the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Coach Amanji was like, "What are you, 4?" It was like
He was talking to you or the other guy?
I didn't eat.
No,
I
but
was
he was
making fun of people that were eating.
Yeah, but was Lamanji making fun of you or the guy
he
you
was
were making fun of?
He was making fun of our other coach.
Who was it?
It was
Hold on, let me guess. Okay. Leaving meat on the bone. So Queen wouldn't do that.
No.
Queen
Quinn was also making fun of him.
Sakura wouldn't do that because he's a big carnivore guy.
He was not in attendance.
I don't think Brett Williams would do that.
Nope.
It's my boy Ashton Greenwood.
No.
Oh, okay.
So Jensen's going into the private sector now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yeah. We hired a new inside backers coach.
Oh, there you go.
You know who we hired?
Who?
Chad Severs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Get the experience of playing inside. No, it was Cal Bretto.
Oh, I don't know him.
Oh. He's a cook too. I was traumatized.
Should know better.
Chicken lollipops are in fuego.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you know who I first had chicken lollipops?
Where?
It was with you guys over at Jaipur.
What do you mean, you guys?
This was years ago.
I never worked there.
It was my favorite. That's one of my favorite appetizers.
Your favorite what?
Appetizers. I pulled a shade. My favorite appetizer.
Hamburgers? Your favorite hamburger?
My hamburger. No, like it used to be chicken 65, but I couldn't stand all the garnish.
Yeah.
So then
Too much going on.
Yeah, I don't like I don't need all that.
Yeah. Like just give me the chicken.
Just give me the 65.
You can knock it down to 64. Leave all that other stuff at home.
Yeah. And I always say no greens too. I say that on my Barini, and they act like I'm not telling them what I really want. Hey, I don't need the onions and stuff on top. Don't give me that garnish.
Yeah, why would they do that?
Hey, I can actually hear you.
Did I fix it?
Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm not a big. Yeah, drumsticks. It's just
I like them. They're easy to eat. That's the whole thing. It's just easy to
we
eat.
go through a lot. That's one thing. Zoe will eat the heck out of drumsticks.
Husker P says Costco chicken is $5. Wings are outrageous. Like a whole chicken at Costco.
Yeah.
Dude, Natasha gets those all the time.
Those
the
those
rotisserie
little
chickens?
those little dual pack. Oh, he's talking about rotisserie.
Yeah, the $5 rotisseries.
Rotisserie's fine, but even the young chickens are $7.99.
Yeah, they're not bad.
And you can get the double.
Yeah,
double
they're not
bag.
bad at all.
Yeah, I had to scroll through them. I took a double take online. I was like, $16.75 for 10 wings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
even let's say they're like jumbo and they were actually like legit drumsticks,
Mhm.
you can get a pack of 10 drumsticks for $5.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't get it.
We got some markup going on there.
Yeah, but isn't that the whole thing with wings?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not an accurate reflection of like their market price. It's just
What's more popular on Super Bowl day, wings or queso or whatever you guys call the
like nacho cheese dip.
Yeah, well, it has a thing.
I thought
It's
it was
not queso.
it's not?
Everybody makes their famous
like nacho cheese.
No, yeah, I mean,
I really don't know what the other word is.
it has a name.
I thought you were gonna ask pizza.
Pizza's probably up there.
Wings and pizza would have been my 1-2.
Shane,
Like if I had to draft.
it has a thing. It's cheese. It's meat.
Oh, chili con queso.
Like
That's when you got the cheese in there, I
sure,
think.
Yeah, yeah. What is that, Miller time? It has a name. Not 7-layer dip. I did see.
No,
TK,
7-layer
no,
dip
7-layer
is
dip
disgusting.
That's the the cold beans, right?
Yeah, it's like cold beans. There's a bunch of greens on there.
Yes, thank you.
Rotel. Oh, I've never heard that.
Yes, everybody has their Rotel recipe.
No offense to Sasha or anything like that.
She a 7-layer dip person.
So I think she put a picture of something on like her Instagram stories or something.
Yeah.
I think it was a 7-layer dip, but there was. Well, it was from the top view, so I couldn't count the layers.
Oh,
but
Lord.
There were so many black olives on that thing.
I'm out on olives too.
That I was just like, oh, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm out on olives.
I almost messaged her just
It
to be
was
like, what are you doing? And I was like, this isn't my place. This is whatever she likes. That's fine. But I was traumatized.
God bless those people that like.
I'll see if it's still on
like,
there.
do their Super Bowl spreads,
like
and there's no meat. I'm like,
it's fine.
That's totally how I talk. That's kind of my line. I'm a big "it's fine" guy.
We're gonna see if we can find Sasha's
fine.
story for you, so you can see. It was aggressive,
and there's like no meat.
Oh yeah, look at that thing. Look at all that.
Yeah, I'm not eating that.
Pass.
That's interesting though. And how much toothpaste does that take? I mean, goodness.
All right.
That's gonna be some mouth to wash.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Yeah, so I would think
That's like, I mean, 7-layer dip is like peak Midwest, like peak Midwestern people.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable saying that.
I don't know that you're getting that in other parts of the country. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
There's some.
I think it's like a uniquely Midwestern dish.
Shane, what's your go-to Super Bowl dish?
I mean, if I had to go to, it'd probably just be pizza.
Oh my God,
It's easy.
Kinsey Black Olives rule. Oh, Doyle rules.
Dixie, listen, shrimp pizza is incredible. It's not the shrimp pizza that's the issue. It's after that. Shrimp pizza is really good.
You got the taste palate of a 12-year-old, Dixie. Come on,
Todd
man.
did barbecue meatballs. That's a good call.
So meatballs are popular.
We did barbecue.
I'm just telling you, if you guys are the people that buy like those frozen meatballs and put them in the crock pot with gravy or barbecue sauce and think that people don't know that they're frozen, either you don't care or you're trying to fool yourself. I'm just saying.
I'm guessing they don't care.
Because you can totally tell.
Probably like good enough.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in myself. I threw out probably $90 of processed food out of the freezer yesterday.
What's that?
Oh, I just woke up on one.
Yeah.
Cleaning up the world.
You were a little radio silent yesterday. I was like, DB
So
must be feeling some kind of way.
Your boy is in a foul mood. Outside of Duke, North Carolina, had to be the worst weekend on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge. Just nonsense.
Well, you got a little Creighton comeback too.
Yeah. So, you know the guy that I'm always telling you about that like has like picks and stuff in his play of the day. He always breaks down this stuff. By the way, he had the halftime under yesterday, under 21. It got to 21.5, was never even close.
Yeah.
But in his write-up with Creighton, Seton Hall was his play because it's like 2.5. And he goes, hey, this may be kind of sweaty. I could see maybe Creighton hitting one late at the buzzer, but dead serious. I'll show it to you. But he's like, I like the Hall. 2.5.
Wow.
Yeah. 69-68. Take that.
DJ has my back. Little Smokies. I'm a big Little Smokies guy.
Again, I get it.
Love
you
Little
just
Smokies.
open up the plastic thing and pour on some barbecue sauce and call it good.
100%,
That's
yeah.
not my deal. That's fine. Listen to
Sasha says it needed more black olives and the entire thing was gone. Horrifying. Just horrifying.
Are dudes eating that?
I don't know who's eating that.
So am I over the top on the whole protein thing?
No, I mean, so
I just don't know how you like enjoy eating someplace without meat.
So I do,
and I shout out you vegetarians. I get it, but like I don't know.
I think so to me it's more like a substantive thing. It doesn't have to be like meat. Like I can't just do the snacks the whole time.
You're just like gonna be a chips and cheese guy.
Yeah, like that's not enough food.
Your veggie tray.
I'm not a big veggie tray guy, but I'm also like you could do a charcuterie board and there's a lot of meat on there, and that's probably not enough either. Like that's not a meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, but you could do pizza with some meat toppings on there, and I'm probably cool, even though it's not an actual that much volume of meat. You know what I mean? Like a pepperoni pizza isn't that much.
I just don't know
meat.
what you would serve in bulk at a party that isn't a meatball, a wing, or a smoky. Because
Sure.
meat's expensive.
Yeah. I think it's a meatball, a wing, or a smoky is the way to go.
You know what you should do is like, now, would you let people make their own sliders, like sandwich, but use lunch meat, like have Hawaiian rolls and have like a
a setup
deli tray?
Sure, I don't care. Yeah, that's fine.
He said, I don't care.
I
You
mean-
don't do any hosting, do you?
I mean, we do a couple things. Like my wife will do like a big Christmas thing, and then usually like one or two things a year.
Is there such a thing, you guys and gals, as a good?
Oh, pulled pork. That's a good call. Not bad. in bulk.
Yeah, you can serve it in bulk.
Yeah, good call there, Todd.
I can't stand pulled pork, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'm for bulk though. you
Yeah,
know.
it's cheap.
It's not bad to serve in bulk.
I wonder what's a good. I should ask Les. What's a good size chuck go for? Because I could smoke a chuck.
Yeah. I don't really know. I don't I don't cook.
Yeah, I know. I'm like asking the wrong person.
You might as well ask me to. I don't know, man. Tell you how to raise your kids. Like I don't know. I'm just out here.
DB saying someone eats like a kid because of their palate and he doesn't eat olives. So like most kids eat olives, Kobe?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know a single kid that eats olives.
Olives are disgusting.
I mean, I get the analogy kind of, but just,
You picked the wrong thing.
I
though.
mean, yeah. Like
you could be like, you're talking to the guy that refuses to eat veggies. Like that's more like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Although little kids a lot of times don't like veggies.
Famously don't like the veggies either. No, I don't know. Like olives, I think are an outlier in general, like in the general population.
That's a random hill to die on, Kobe.
That's in the general.
Shredded chicken street tacos. That would be creative, and I would come to your house. That's different.
Oh, your guy, your neighborhood Walker guy is a big olives guy.
I love how you always use Scott against me. If he disagrees, and it's like,
oh, your guy.
See, your guy. It's fine. We can have different tastes. I'm just not pom-pomming and for black olives.
No, I think black olives. If I see black olives on something, like it's one of those things where like I'm not even gonna try and pick around them. Like I'm just out.
I think I'm just mortified over the wing markup business.
Oh yeah, it's egregious.
And I get it, like when it was super high, but
oh yeah, like post COVID.
Yeah. I mean, is that the racket?
I guess, man.
No, I'm serious. I looked at like 4 different places.
No, I know. This is I'm not just saying this because we work here. This is about the only place I'll order wings.
Yeah.
Because of the price.
Yeah. That caught my eye too. Remember,
like it's
I was like
so aggressive.
I was like, is anybody doing 75-cent wings anymore?
It's so aggressive.
You know, you should would you eat like I'm not even gonna suggest it.
What's that?
I saw a nice bologna roll Friday.
I'm in general probably out on bologna.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you had good bologna?
I don't know when the last time I had bologna was. It's probably been. I mean, we got to be close to a decade at this point, at least.
DB's room temp leftover pizza. What do you mean take our dogs on a play date? Do I know you? I do have a lot of dogs.
Ooh, Todd, the Phillies would be good. You have like a little Philly making station.
So
you could make that in semi-bulk.
I'm late. I'm way late to this game, and you guys can be like, yeah, duh. But so Sean, our meat guy, clearly into fairly extensive palate. Understands good quality meats. I was talking to him the other day about doing Phillies, like homemade Phillies.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, golly, I was traumatized about using ribeye. But people use ribeye. You see it, like if you watch TikTok, they do a lot of Philly with ribeyes. And he goes, listen, if you're looking to kind of hold yourself and do something in a hurry, he said you need to get this brand called Gary's Quick Steak.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
I see it all the time, and it looks on the box so bad. It looks so bad. So I'm like, you know what? This is interesting. So it's like a social experiment. And I'm down for a social experiment. So I got 1 Philly, 1 corned beef. They make corned beef.
Oh, nice. I like corned beef.
Ravi.
How was it?
It was unbelievably good.
Really?
Oh, I doctored that thing up a little bit, but
sure.
The corned beef I couldn't believe it.
I
could not believe. And he said, so Gary's, because I think it's
the company.
That's the guy that started. What's the popular place everybody goes to for the quick sandwiches?
Oh, Pepper Jacks?
Yep.
Well, that makes sense then.
He's the guy.
Because their meat's good.
Dude.
Like genuinely good.
I was floored. And they were like $5. Lee, am I racist? No, Lee, I'm not really racist at all. I'm definitely not racist about the color of olives, though. I just don't eat olives. There's this inherent smell that comes with olives that I just can't. I'm not going to be. No, Kobe's talking about being a child. I would be the guy that would like plug my nose and pop one because I don't want to smell it on the way out.
Oh, T-Mac says he uses Gary's for stir fry, too. That's a good call.
Oh,
I bet that'd be good in stir fry. I've gotten Gary's a couple times before. It's good. I've enjoyed it.
You talk like I'm a total meat snob.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive that it passed the test.
Yeah, remember I wanted to give that one steak back from the one grocery store? I needed the extra $10. I had $10 more to get the 60-cent savings.
Yeah, hey,
I was like, this, I'll never, like, this is why I don't buy steaks, because this is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was floored.
No, it's I was impressed with it, especially like for a prepackaged deal. My issue with using ribeye for Phillies or anything like that is like I don't think it's that much better to use that much higher quality of cut than it is to use like if you do a skirt or a flank right.
Yeah.
In that like instance,
so much marinade. I don't. So skirts and flanks are.
I think for that type of meal, like that's kind of the sweet spot for them.
Skirts and flanks need high heat. Sear. Like get them in, get them out.
Yeah.
Get them in, get them out.
But I don't think the trade-off for using the ribeye is for me personally. That's just me, though. You know.
Yeah.
Jack's on board with us. The only thing he's not eating is olives. I have a thing with olives and mushrooms where I'm just like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm definitely not wasting the rib cap.
Not doing that.
A Philly.
No, absolutely not.
Make the rib cap.
Dude, the rib cap is so good.
Jibs, you're out on bologna and corned beef? Dang.
Dude, corned beef is good.
Good bologna is fire.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever had good bologna. I think I've just had the, kind of.
Did you ever fry bologna as a kid?
No, we weren't a big like fried bologna, fried spam family. I didn't know that was a real thing until I was like later in life that people did that.
It's like
it was always like a cold cut.
Yeah, you can see them now at like these sandwich places,
and
they'll charge you like $16. Like you go to these delis in New York
for bologna.
Oh yeah, it's high, dude. Beef bologna is like $11 a pound.
That's unbelievable.
I know for what it is.
I saw at a grocery store the other day.
$11.99 a pound.
Chuck was like $9.99 a pound.
Dude, it's crazy.
And I was like, "Isn't this a cheap cut? What are we doing?
Isn't
this supposed to be the cheap one?"
It's crazy. I don't even know how people grocery shop.
I don't know. My wife does a lot of chicken.
I do have a ton of chicken.
Yeah, she does a lot of chicken because she can't eat beef at all, so she
just can't digest it.
Yeah, she's got that. There's a disease you get when you get bit by a tick. There's a certain tick, not Lyme disease, alpha-gal. It's where like you become allergic to beef, basically.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh man, I don't know what I would do with myself.
She's struggling. She's big. She used to be like a big, like she loves steak. Like she was a big beef eater. Like it was rough.
I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah, you'd be in some trouble.
I told Severe the other day. I said my two greatest failures as an adult in the food area, there's lots of other struggles, but in the areas of food, are not eating chicken thighs until I was 44 and thinking that the freezer was the enemy. I get it.
I get it. A lot of people like that with meat, with like they don't freeze meat.
Until I learned what I was doing.
Yeah, you just got to make sure it doesn't get all freezer burn and
it's
stuff.
all in packaging.
Yeah. This is very stereotypical, but my mom says that you could do tandoori chicken bites and bite-sized naans for like mass serving if you're like at a party.
Do I have to? So I like
tandoori chicken's really good.
It's probably my go-to.
Yeah, tandoori chicken's really good.
But the prep though.
Yeah, I mean it'd be.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
She may have to ask somebody that knows.
Yeah.
Is food coloring a must?
In the tandoori chicken?
Yeah.
I can ask.
Yeah, because I don't always have food coloring. I'm just saying.
I'm asking her right now if you have to use food coloring.
Anyway, so I had to get back to this whole weekend outside of, because you watched Carolina, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I want a gift card.
You won or want?
One.
Okay.
One. Dookie Clint. Bet me.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I was not confident. I was not confident. But he said a food gift card. And I have lots of those. Well, I have probably 4 or 5. So I was like, ooh, if I lose, hopefully he picks one of these and I'll just re-gift it. That was my thinking. Okay. I promise you that was my thinking.
No, that makes sense.
So I felt really, really, really uneasy at the half, obviously.
Sure.
It was 12.
And it had gotten a little spurty there. Like you were right there, and then all of a sudden it's 12 in the blink of an eye.
They just couldn't get any stops for
Yeah.
a second
Yeah.
when they would make a run.
Mhm.
You know, Sarr decided to actually be a good offensive player for once. And,
Yeah, for a minute.
yeah, that came and went. I wonder, Kobe, how do you feel about watching Sarr? I just want to know. And then, anyway, short story long, not to recap the game. I need a practical gift card. What's a good practical place for a $50 food gift card? Like if I was going to pay for it anyway.
Like a restaurant or like a grocery store? Or does it matter?
I'm just trying to think.
Because restaurants are different.
Yeah, I get it, Kobe. Like, have you watched him? I mean,
Sarr?
Yeah, obviously, as an ACC,
Yeah.
probably the only guy that was watching like Syracuse and Virginia Saturday. But he would drive me up.
Why didn't
the wall.
Anthony play?
I don't know.
That's super weird.
He is an elite level defender, though.
Anthony?
No,
Sarr.
Sarr.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he pushes you so goddamn far out.
Yeah.
On the perimeter. And by the way, do you want to readjust your power rankings before we get to the Super Bowl?
Which power rankings?
College basketball.
What about them?
Where are we at?
I think the number one seeds are still pretty clear at this point.
UConn, Duke, Michigan, Arizona.
Yep.
That's your story. You're sticking to it.
Yeah, I don't think
those are going to be the one seeds. Is that a hot take?
I don't know if they will or not, but if we're doing it today, those are clearly the one seeds.
Well, if it's so clear, what do you think? What catastrophic is going to happen?
Well, I mean, people can lose games. I'm saying if you're taking the resume up to today, there is really no argument, I don't think, for anybody else to be a one seed. From today moving forward, I have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I can see flaws in each of those four teams.
Because Houston had the peace thing?
Yeah, like that wasn't great. Didn't feel good about that. We've seen, Illinois obviously has, like, Illinois can lose.
They're gonna get Kylan back. They're gonna get Boswell back.
Yeah, I still don't know if that's a good thing or not. It probably is, but I don't know.
As you see, I think Wagler's getting a little worn down.
Okay, that's fair. Like if that's the argument, He's
getting a little worn down.
But we've seen Illinois can lose. Obviously, we've got to see what the rest of Nebraska seasons look like. If Nebraska goes and if Nebraska does what Ken Palm thinks they're going to do, then Nebraska's a one seed. But I don't know if that's going to happen, right? I also don't like UConn. Like you can make the argument that UConn could run the table and not deserve a one seed, but that means everybody else has to not lose either. Like if by the end of the year, that's UConn's resume is what it is, I can make an argument that a team with a couple more losses deserves a one seed over them because they're basically Gonzaga this year.
So you're a little ahead. You're back out. You were back out on Vandy last week, right?
Yeah,
That's a bad loss.
Yeah, I'm good on Vandy, I think.
That's 3-4 after their last start.
Yeah,
I saw a crazy stat watching Nebraska Maryland women's. No, the replay of Nebraska Maryland women's because I watched it on my laptop Saturday and I just wanted to see.
Yeah, because live it was right after the men's game.
Well, it was the fourth of the quad box of a really good Saturday.
Yeah, there's good basketball on Saturday.
I saw a stat where Duke beat them by, I don't know, it was more than 50. SMU women have lost 3 conference games by 50 points or more.
That's you shouldn't do that.
Clearly, it's an ACC record for the third time of 50 or more. 350 or more.
That's horrifying.
It seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Kobe says we don't need another elite defender who can't score to be. We already have Malik Brown.
No, he is nice though. I mean, but their defense keeps them in it.
It does. So let me ask you this because
I told you it's a weird team.
In your mind,
but they're good. Like what they do, like if you only watch Duke a handful of times, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
you're not. You're not. But they get stops. It's hard to be efficient on offense, and then on the other end, they're good enough, but they can guard.
It feels a little like they can be spurty, but I don't get a great sense that Like, I don't look at Duke and say, hey, that's a super cohesive, like, I love the way they play offense.
So did you watch?
Yeah.
So like with 35 seconds, you giving the ball to Boozer as your playmaker?
I don't love it.
That seemed odd.
Like,
I
I don't
know.
So I was going to ask you about.
I do agree with Boozer's interior defense, Kobe. Sometimes he does seem disinterested. I just don't know where they're going to get their other points off the bounce.
So I think I might have a hot take on Boozer. I don't know how I feel about it.
I probably am going to agree because I'm kind of
This is my sense. Like, so I've watched a handful of Duke games closely this year, and that's been kind of like on Quad Box before that. I don't know how you pay as much of attention. Like, your ability to watch basketball games on a Quad Box, like, astounds me because there's, like, no stoppages. I can do football on a Quad Box, right? I have a really hard time doing basketball on a Quad Box. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's to say, I've watched Duke closely a handful of times this year.
Although Evans hit some tough ones the other night.
He's a little floaty for me.
Like has stretches where
He's just kind of there. Like he just sort of, like, I don't know. Like there's and the numbers are always phenomenal. Like the numbers are what they are. But for having those,
he does get them in bunches though.
For having those,
he'll rip off 6, 8 in a row, like no problem.
But for having those numbers consistently, there's a lot of stretches of the game where he's just kind of like out there, and I don't love that. Like if I'm talking about a number 1, number 2 overall pick, I don't love that. You know what I do like is Caleb Wilson plays his ass off.
Yeah, he plays. I told you, his game in the pros will translate. He's about basketball. And he's super gifted.
He's putting up almost the same amount of offensive numbers as these other guys, and he can't play offense yet.
I know.
So that's one of those where I'm like, okay, he's got a certain floor because of his motor and athleticism. And then if he figures out.
He's a tough shot maker.
He is. For not being, like, as a jump shooter, super efficient yet.
Yeah.
He can make some really tough shots.
Can I interest you in Iowa State?
I still like Iowa State.
Okay.
I still like Iowa State. I
think I'm about ready. By next week.
Think you're about ready for what?
I will be ready to fill out a bracket, and I don't care where teams are seated. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so I was watching them against Baylor this weekend.
Baylor played their rear ends off.
Baylor was a little spicy. You know, they were a little spicy, but I've liked Iowa State since, pretty early. I like Iowa State. Any TJ Otzelberger team that can actually score the basketball, I'm in on.
Oh, that's scary.
I'm out on BYU. We talked about that already. Although I'm still not 100% sure that, like, I understand you probably don't take DeBonsa 1. I'm still not 100%.
I don't think anybody's mad at you if you do.
No, but, like, I'm still not 100% sure that I like. There's some other guys.
Peterson was kind of validating your thought process on Saturday.
So, okay, give me in order, all right? We got 4 guys. You tell me if you want to add a wild card.
Okay.
Boozer.
Okay.
Peterson.
Yep.
DeBonsa. Wilson.
Yep.
Do you want to add anybody to that group?
I think you have to put Fleming's in that group.
Fleming's in that group. Okay.
Ridiculous upside.
Put those 5 guys in order for me.
I'll go.
There's stuff I don't like about all of them.
Yeah, they need explanations.
So, okay, give me this first. Give me to try and win the NCAA tournament this year first.
Well, I'll tell you who I think are the 2 best NBA talents.
Okay, so do NBA first. As NBA prospects.
Like the 3 best NBA talents are Fleming's, Caleb Wilson, and Peterson.
Okay.
NBA talents. Now, I don't know if they'll be the best NBA players. DeBonsa's game is I don't know. Will he get stuff off the dribble? Can he get his own? I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the guy that I like the least in the NBA is Boozer.
Okay.
Even though he's probably the best college player.
So if you're taking a guy to help you win a national championship
Of those
this
five.
of those five, to help you win a national championship this season, Boozer's probably one.
If Boozer's defending, yeah.
But
I mean,
if you're doing NBA,
he's going to get fouled. He's going to get buckets. He defends. They defend. I probably take Boozer.
Okay. If you're taking a NBA prospect, he's your fifth, though, of that group.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so here's the real question is, because I'm iffy on Peterson at best.
Well, he didn't help himself out against Utah.
I'm iffy on Peterson at best, and I think.
And I get it. I mean, should I be scoffing at 5 of 12? What he finished 5 of 12, right? I think he only had like 14 points.
Yeah, I think that's right.
But he also hasn't played this much in this short amount of time.
Which, like, I don't know. That also is he was 5 of 12. He was 1 for 5 from 3. So that Gotti 3-point number comes down.
But you know what?
You're not going to believe this.
You know what it is, though?
Yeah.
It's the shots. He takes tough threes.
He does. But
he's very capable. It's just that he takes tough threes.
Here's my question, though, right? If you're in college and you're that much more athletic than most people, which.
Ooh. I can hold that thought.
Okay.
Because this guy's way better than I thought. I don't think he's him. And I get it. Kobe, you're a Duke fan. No way Boozer's Banchero. Banchero is he's a pretty good athlete, man. That dude is 7 foot.
He's a way better athlete than we think, and he's
a better athlete. Banchero is pretty sweet.
So I'll be honest. At Duke, I didn't realize Banchero was that good of an athlete.
Me neither.
And then as soon as he got in the league, I was like, "What is that?"
I'm watching this dude in the league.
I'm like, "Where did that come from?"
Banchero is a menace,
dude. I thought in college. Full disclosure, I thought Banchero was like Jabari Parker.
I think if you're guarding Banchero in the league, you just have to hope he settles.
Yes, you hope he settles for jumpers.
Yeah, he can pretty much get what he wants.
And he's got a full bag.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Boozer's not unathletic. I mean,
no,
but
I don't know that he's
just
a significantly better.
Well, you saw it in the trying to get the shot off against Vassar.
I don't know that he's which I like Vassar a lot too.
You talk about floaty.
He's got some. But we're not talking about him as like a top 5 pick. You know what I mean?
He's got game though.
Like that guy can play. But game. I look at Boozer and I go, okay, he's not so athletic that I don't think he's a better athlete than Banchero at all. It's not by much.
Yeah.
Right. So I look at Peterson though. Here's my question: if he's so athletic. And so much more athletic than everybody else at the college level, which I think is he's a great athlete. Don't get me wrong. Why does he have to settle for such bad shots? Is that not a concern?
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
I could see that.
Can you not get to him or you just don't care?
Gives you a little Wiggins.
I think there's a lot of Andrew Wiggins in Darren Peterson's game.
I can't. I was just talking about Arenas yesterday with you when I walked in.
Yeah.
But anyway. I had to get that out of my system because
and we'll talk about
it's going to be a fantastic college basketball season.
We'll talk about the Super Bowl here in a little bit, but
what would you like to talk about with the Super Bowl?
I mean, there's not that much to talk about.
There's lots for me, but it's not really about. It's more about the broadcast.
Okay. I mean, if you want to talk about the game, there's. It was one of the.
Isn't Kenneth Walker pretty sweet though?
Oh, he's awesome.
God, was that Kugler I was talking to him about?
Yeah, I think so.
I love his running style, and it's funny that Kugler knew I'd like him.
There's a little. It's not as dramatic, but he has moments where he does the Le'Veon Bell thing.
That the backwards thing.
Well, not the backward, just like the super
patient.
patient. Yeah. It's the super patient. There was one that was really.
He has such good feet.
Yeah.
He's just nifty and his change of direction. But his best attribute is his balance.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I'm a big contact balance guy.
But he is
great balance. And for being a big, stocky guy, gets skinny in the hole pretty well. Yeah. Gets through spaces he doesn't look like he's going to get through. And I do think this is one of the things on the broadcast I actually thought they got right. I do think he's faster on those stretch outside zone plays than people give him credit for.
He can run.
And like I think it
He can run.
I think it deceives people a little bit.
Seattle's defense is really, really good.
Yeah, no, I'm a 49ers fan. I'm aware.
I thought it was over. I thought last night was excessive.
You thought it was over the top?
Yeah, because I thought New England was exceptionally poor, and Maye was awful.
Maye was pretty bad.
Now I get it, because what are people going to say? Well, why was he awful?
He was getting heated up a little bit. You know, I felt like he started getting a little antsy.
One good thing, one bit of analysis I did like.
Yeah.
I did like how he kept saying it was the same blitz, because I was like, why can't you pick up a front side blitz?
Mm-hmm.
It is to your right.
Yeah.
Now I get it. It was off ball.
Mm-hmm.
So it was timed really, really well. I was like, oh boy, they better mix in a cadence change.
Is that one with Witherspoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really
well. It was the same concept.
Yeah, he was
right?
really good.
You'd edge outside rush, tackle would bend. You wouldn't get help. You wouldn't get a help call from inside. They come through the open seam with a vacated free rusher. I was like, you're just gonna let them. You either have to slide that way, use your back that way, or swing the other way.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the cadence. I just wanted him to change the
cadence.
Like
you felt like he was timing it up too well.
Oh God, did you see how well they were hitting it?
Yeah, like perfect timing on it.
I was like, ooh, mixing a hard count.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, there was
one, I think there was one late where they finally switched up the count and they got somebody offside.
Yeah.
On what was a sack. But that was, I mean, it was 22-7, 29-7 at that point already.
Who would you have given the MVP to Walker?
I don't have a problem with it, but I thought there was an argument for Witherspoon.
I thought you were going to say Dixon.
Dixon was incredible. I thought there was you could make an argument for Myers as well. Like, I wouldn't have been mad about that. The hard thing with Witherspoon is like, you probably
no love for tight ends, huh?
Probably have to give it to the whole defense if you're doing Witherspoon.
Yeah, he's nice though.
No, he was.
Remember when I was like hoping he would somehow fall to the Steelers?
Yeah, you hope a lot of things fall to the Steelers. They're starting to happen.
That was actually real. I think we took. Was that the Porter year?
Oh, Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, Spoon he's elite.
He's legit.
He's elite.
Yeah, no, he's incredible.
And he brings drama too.
I will say that, like, you could have given it to any of those guys. Like, the punting was phenomenal. Just special teams execution in general for Seattle was phenomenal.
That's a Harbaugh thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah. They had those pictures queued up. You see that? Like, hey, in case special teams is really sweet, we're gonna go to this John J. Jack Jim photo. Hey, that's Jay Harbaugh. You may recognize the name.
All the J's?
Yeah.
All the
Just had them in the archive.
You didn't,
that would not have been a fun game to broadcast, though.
No, that's the
Super Bowl.
That's a tough call.
And there was a huge lull.
Yeah, there's a tough call. I mean, for first 3 quarters, like, there's not a lot going on.
They went almost 3 quarters without a first down.
Yeah. And they went, I mean, just overall, you're talking about 3 quarters and like 12 points.
I know.
You're getting like 1 field goal a quarter, and like that's the game. So I don't envy them from that like aspect of it. Like, that's a tough. I did think, I don't know. I'm not a huge Collinsworth guy.
So I've gone. I used to not be.
Yeah.
And then I think I was just like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
It was pretty.
He was very critical, which doesn't really bother me that much. It just seemed a little excessive. Just picking his spots.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he killed Maye.
Yeah.
Almost like I was just like
you owed him money or something.
I'm like, man, he must have done something real bad.
Yeah, it was a weird vibe. Like, his vibe was strange on the broadcast.
It seemed angry.
Yeah, that's an unusual place to be on a broadcast.
Shane, were you mad that they cut away from the waste management?
I don't know.
You even see Matsuyama melt down.
My mom says they don't use food coloring on tandoori chicken. It's the spice that's supposed to give it the color. So if you use the right spices, it'll give it the color.
Okay. I still have some of the. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Chili powder, which is gives it the orange hue. I'm trying to figure out how it gets red.
Yeah.
And every recipe that I look at, it's dye. It's 3 drops of food coloring.
You might
It's not that I've not tried to make it 17 times.
You
I
might
have some good pictures.
might not be looking at the authentic recipes. You know what I mean? Might have to.
So.
I agree with you, by the way, on Collinsworth.
You might need.
He's a little tough.
Sometimes he can be really good, and sometimes you can just be way out on
He's
him.
a little like testy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
TK said he was mad Mahomes wasn't there. No, that'd be like Romo or somebody.
Yeah, I don't really know what the deal was with Collinsworth, but I was like, I don't really know what we're doing here today, bud.
He just seemed mad.
Yeah, he's like you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and he took it out.
That throw, that's got to be. But then he would like lament over, and Gonzalez is nice.
Yeah.
Hear my heart. But man, a couple of those balls, just
Dude,
get them out in front.
That's what, so we were having
The
this
double move with Njigba,
in the end zone.
that's a touchdown.
That's what okay. Thank you. Because we were having this discussion. I know you weren't paying attention to your phone yesterday, which is fine. But it was in the group chat. And I said, like, hey, that's a good play, but like that ball's behind him, right? Like, and I asked was there a safety in the middle or was that ball just behind him? And then Jacob sent a video and I was like, yeah, that's a nice play, but like that ball's got to be in front. Like that's a touchdown.
Listen, and far be it from me. I just think 90% of the coaches you talk to would tell you don't undercut posts.
Yeah.
Just don't undercut in breakers.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's just a headache when there's nothing left behind you.
Yeah.
And I get it. You know, the Patriots, a couple of those DBs, they like to
be aggressive.
They like to undercut in breakers. But I'm like, if you just
that ball's on him.
I mean,
yeah. And there wasn't a safety in the middle. He had the middle of the field open. Like it
was a couple steps late.
I'll say the throw was late and then it was behind.
DBs just shouldn't get to make a living undercutting balls.
No.
It's just it's typically a recipe for disaster.
Like that game could have been a lot uglier.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Like
Kobe's funny on that pick when he remember when he was going to throw the little over route.
Yeah.
And I think it was Love's pick, and the ball was just it needed to go probably to the far hash.
Yeah.
And it got undercut, and they were going to do a replay. Collinsworth was so around. Like they put the draw, they were going to break down the play, and Collinsworth goes, I got nothing. That's a guy that is so disgusted with the quarterback play. He ain't even trying to hear.
Or do you see the one where they don't even get the interception, but it was into triple coverage. And he goes, it was kind of a jump on a triple coverage, and it didn't end up being a pick. And he goes, well, Seattle probably could have fair caught that one if they wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, damn.
The one to, what's his name?
Which one?
Oh, it's always about his fashion and his braids and how he doesn't like to wear clothes to the arena. What's his name? He caught the touchdown pass for the Patriots.
Oh,
Mac.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like that's 2 little green marks. Like I got nothing.
Yeah, that was great.
Dude was distraught. Like he wanted to say this pass was so poor. I don't even know what you want me to do with it.
How about the
Mac
one
Hollins,
from How about the one from the end zone where Matt Collins is wide open and he's like, they wouldn't have touched him till like midfield.
I know.
That's as wide open. That's a terrible throw.
Or the tight end running the corner route.
Yes.
Because it doesn't get any easier than this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And I was like, Chris.
Oh no, the one I'm talking about was the hopper, not to Mac.
Yeah,
the one out of the end zone.
It was the corner
81,
route.
the corner, and he's like, "That's about as open as you're gonna get."
Then he had to go back and like give him the cherry when he was like, "And you want to see what a tight window these zone throws are? Watch this one."
So I will say
that was a dot, but that thing was like flutter on though.
The two throws on the first touchdown drive for New England were unbelievable. First of all, there was no opening. There was the view from behind May on that one. I was like, why don't throw that ball? Like, what are you doing? Don't throw that ball. And then the one to the corner on the touchdown, like another really good ball. I know the defender screwed it up, but like two absolute dots. I mean, it doesn't, it's 19-7 at that point.
Yeah.
But I was like, don't throw that ball,
I
Drake.
just
What are
want
we
to hear
doing?
Tirico get excited. Tirico's a gem.
Yeah, he doesn't get excited.
You
much.
don't like Tirico?
He's fine. He's a very professional broadcaster. He doesn't bother me. Like he's gonna call a good game. It's gonna be well done. He's one of those guys that I barely even notice, which is I'm okay with.
Speaking of which, did you any commercials?
Dude, I thought the
only commercial I liked was for the wrong reason.
Which one was that?
Shane, you know me.
Okay, what do you got?
Which commercial do you think I liked?
Well, let's see.
Probably
not AI, but that was like 1 out of every 4.
To be honest, I don't even know what the message was. I knew what they kept saying. The little kid kept saying.
Yeah, okay, I know which one you're talking about.
But I got lost in the action figures.
Yeah.
Remember when the little brother kept saying, "I believe" or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
But he was talking to the action figures, and they were like, "Belief is a superpower."
To his thing action figure.
Dude, how about the action figures though?
They were pretty legit.
He had Optimus Prime. There was a He-Man.
The thing.
Yeah, the thing. I'm like, where'd this kid get his toys? I get it. It's a commercial. It's probably prop, but
no, it's fine. It's just like you have no idea what the commercial for. It's like, man, those are some sweet toys.
All he kept yelling was, "I believe," and I was like, he was talking to the superhero or to the action figures, and I was like, this dude's collection is fire. And then there was like an NFL shield afterwards, so I'm thinking it was an NFL commercial.
Probably. I remember the commercial. I have no idea what it was for.
But I don't really remember any good ones.
No, there was a lot of them where I was like, what's happening here?
Well, that's how I felt about the halftime. I had no idea.
You're not polished up on your Spanish?
Well,
the thing I was impressed about with the halftime show was how they got all of that stuff out there. I mean, because there was a lot going on with the props.
Like the sugarcane fields?
That and the tables and the
I always wondered that with
and
the
all that
stages,
stuff.
though. I'm like, this is...
I mean, that was amazing for them to get all that out there and then they get it all back off.
I feel underqualified. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean...
So I don't know, like, is that what I heard about it, right?
I feel like this halftime show was the same way I feel about a lot of these halftime shows where it's just like...
They're not for you?
Yeah, like, most of these... Like, I went through the list because I was curious which one. And I'm like, yeah, most of these I just don't care about at all. Which is fine. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I look at them, I'm like, okay, like Rihanna, that's not for me. The Weeknd, that's not for me. Maroon 5, that's not for me. Katy Perry, that's not for me. Bruno Mars, that's not for me. Like, it's Beyonce, that's not for me. I know it's blasphemy. Madonna, that's not, like, I just don't care about most of these. So it's like, whether that.
I did like a couple. There's only a couple.
I liked Kendrick. I liked Kendrick last year. I like Usher. That was a cool one.
What did Usher do?
He was with
Everybody liked the Dre one.
Usher spoke to like my sweet spot because that's like high school, a lot of my high school music, and so like that was like right in my wheelhouse. But he brought out like Lil Jon and Ludacris and Alicia Keys, and like he did kind of his.
I think my favorite is Prince.
Oh, Prince is a phenomenal one, and that one, that one's not really for me either. Like I like Prince, but I'm not like a huge Prince guy.
Yeah,
but that was a phenomenal show.
Yeah, it was way above my pay grade. I was like, what is this?
There's just like most of them, I'm just, that's not really for me. Like, I just don't care.
So
I'm not a big halftime show guy in general, though.
I never even changed my closed caption, but it was all in Spanish.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to automatically switch if they're speaking Spanish on the TV.
No, but you know how sometimes you can change your closed caption for languages?
Yeah.
It just went to Spanish?
Well, yeah, because it's what they were doing on the TV. You would have to change it to a translation to get him to translate what he was saying.
I think that's backwards.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of foreign language stuff, so I don't know. I would assume whatever's happening on the TV is just automatically what goes on the screen.
My mom had these hot takes, and I couldn't even respond. I was like, no. I didn't understand. I didn't.
Your mom had hot takes about the halftime show?
Yeah. No, not just in general.
Oh, okay.
Just in general. She said, I didn't have a favorite in this game. New England didn't seem like they were very in it. Halftime show was good. Bad Bunny got his point across. I kind of like him. Hope you guys had a good time. Thanks again for bringing the meat. Have a good night. Love you.
Oh, I liked the U2 one. That was like 25 years ago, though, Todd.
What did he sing? Because
Um,
I'd rock with him.
U2?
Yeah.
I think they did. Oh, Beautiful Day was the big one. That was like their big song at the time.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing is not your favorite.
No.
You're not a big like optimism guy.
Shane, who chastised me for calling U2 over? Was it?
I like U2. I think the War
I can't
album's
remember who
great.
my partner was at that time. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What?"
I mean, you've only got a couple options.
I know. I said one of the two. And somehow we got on the music. I was like, "Yeah, U2 out. They're
That
kinda
feels
overrated."
You can pinpoint their best stuff.
That feels like a severe take.
Might have been.
That feels like a severe take.
Yeah, it might have been.
Just like gut reaction. That
Yeah.
feels like a severe take.
And
I like you too, but like I don't know. I like
Shane, who was telling me that What You Call It was one of the greatest vocalists of all time?
Oh, Queen.
Yes. Who? That was severe, right?
That's severe, yes.
Yep, that's what it was.
Oh, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Because it was we got it.
I mean, he's
I like
correct.
this
He's
music.
correct. He's one of the best vocalists of all time.
Yeah, that was like an aside. It was
Because he was
all in
saying
that
about how he could hit the
conversation.
octaves and
Yeah, his range is unreal. Dre and Snoop Dogg show, that was a good one.
Which Super Bowl was that?
That was a handful of years ago.
It was like 3 years ago or so.
It was 2022. Oh, that's the one where he was like came in hanging upside down. You remember that?
No, that was 50, and everybody called him fat. That was Kendrick's one, wasn't it? Or was that Snoop when he did the diner scene?
I thought that was Dre.
No, remember?
They had the neighborhood scene.
Oh, yeah, with the diner.
I don't remember.
Where Nipsey Hussle got shot.
Yeah.
Who was that again? That was everybody. It wasn't just Dre.
Well, no. So Dre had Snoop, Eminem,
Eminem,
Mary
all
J, Kendrick Lamar. I think 50 was in there.
Yeah, 50 was there.
So I think it might have been the same year, but I might have got who was hanging upside down wrong. I don't
I
remember.
remember. I was a big Eminem guy. He was on top of the building.
Yeah.
That was a diner scene reset from where a shooting occurred.
So like I like that one, but it's like I don't know, it's like a fit. I'm not a big Shakira Jennifer Lopez guy. Like that's not gonna do it for me.
Shakira.
That was 2020. That was pretty recently, which seems pretty late in the game to bring Shakira out there.
Shakira.
Maybe like 15 years late on that Shakira bandwagon.
Give me the song. I know that.
I'm just Hips Don't Lie.
Oh. I was thinking Zootopia. Isn't she the Zootopia?
She might be. She probably is. I don't know anything. Like Hips Don't Lie is the only one I know.
Shane, it was Katy Perry, right? That came in on the horse with the orange eyes, like the Trojan horse. I knew you were.
Sounds
That used to be my
familiar.
song.
Probably because she's got
Dark
that.
Horse.
Yeah, she got the Dark Horse song, so that's probably her.
I like that halftime show, but back then I liked.
I'm not a
Katy
big
Perry.
Katy Perry guy.
Hey, why did she have to leave American Idol? I flipped over to that last night. That was garbage.
Did she? I don't know.
It's a good
Well, your
question.
girl dyed her hair, so she's probably not your type.
I didn't know she was on American Idol.
Who's my girl?
Carrie Underwood.
Who's left on that show?
Lionel Botox Richie.
Okay.
Carrie Underwood, and I can't remember the dude to the right on the right.
Oh,
side.
is it the
They'll
country
just-
guy?
Yeah, he's popular, but
Is that Blake Shelton?
You're not about to make fun of me by me blowing it.
No, we're gonna. Who
No,
are
'cause
the judges?
Last time I screwed
on-
that up, Amazing Daniel. It's still a joke, and that was 6 years ago.
Oh, Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan.
Are
Apparently.
you sure?
That's what the internet says. I don't know. You could throw. I'll be honest. You could throw every country star in a lineup, and I could not. I could identify Tim McGraw, which I don't even know if he still counts as a country star or not. He might be just an actor now.
This is
I think that's the only one I could pick out of a lineup.
speaking of Tourette's.
Yeah.
I have to. The JT Janet thing.
Okay.
So, I am so sorry to your mom.
She might be out of the car by now.
Please, sweet baby Jesus, be out of the car. It was so bad, but partly because I was like mortified.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big augmentation guy, as you know.
Okay.
Right? automatic. It's just not. I get cosmetically, health wise.
Sure.
If it's just a choice, because whatever, probably out. I just remember I was like, oh, that's like a burnt piece of pepperoni. And I like got up like a baby sprint. I was like, oh my gosh! That's what I remember about that Super Bowl.
You know what I remember about that Super Bowl? So
That's probably TMI, but that's my one memory. So when somebody says JT and Jan, I was like, it like makes me queasy.
So I was in Houston.
Whitney.
I was sitting with my brother-in-law in a church watching this game, and we both just looked at each other like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Did we just see what we think we saw?
Good.
Let's take a quick break. We'll talk to
Sorry about that.
Sam McKEWON coming up next. That's TV. I'm Ravi Lulla. It's Hurrdat Sports Live.
We've had some interesting finishes in this building this year, and that was that one probably certainly takes the cake. It goes without saying it's been a challenging week for our guys and our program, and I think we really needed to play basketball. I think that's exactly what Josh needed, and we certainly weren't our best. We had some turnovers that were very uncharacteristic of us. But the press late was really good to us. We switched Josh onto Bud Clark. When Nick got the foul trouble, I thought Josh did a really good job, and executed a few things late, and then Nick threw in a prayer, which is this is kind of a identical to the game in Newark, where we controlled it the whole way and they won it in a goofy fashion at the end. Today the script was flipped.
Yeah, I just want to thank our fans, man. We had, Super Bowl Sunday. A lot of people just stay home, but beautiful day, and that just shows the commitment to our fans. They're not just coming for just the big duels. I thought we had a great crowd there, and I really appreciate how many people travel to our dual meets and bring their kids and family, and that's what our program's all about. That's really cool, and can't thank them enough. And just the environment just really inspires our guys, when obviously we had Silas and Brock that were seniors, and Jagger that actually competed. So for them, they're going to be fired up because this is their last home duel, and they want to go out in the bang, and but their focus really, our team was just really focused on themselves.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill, presented by Next Gen Male Medical. We are joined now by our from the Omaha World Herald. Sam, how we doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Sam, how we doing? Did you recover from whatever that was that you watched known as the Super Bowl?
Yeah. You know, it's always fun to be right. So I didn't have that much sadness over it. I don't really like the Patriots, so it's fun to watch good football, good defense. Once again, the team that has the best front four wins the Super Bowl. That happens a lot. I don't know if you noticed that. Not always, but it happens a lot in the sport.
Like it. How right were you, Sam? Like to the breakdown of, to the tune of what?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people tried to talk themselves into this being a last minute game, including a lot of people on NBC. And I just didn't see that happening. I didn't, and I know they try to well, it's going to be a close game because we want people to watch, but I think Jason Garrett was really the only one who appreciated the final margin of victory. And I know a lot of people were making fun of him on Twitter about, well, obviously the Patriots are going to be in good shape. And I'm like, I don't know. That game seemed like a real mismatch. That's it. Not quite the NFC, AFC games of my youth when they were like real mismatches, but that was not. Unfortunately, New England was, again, has the best coach, but they didn't have the best team. And so, but they made it, they earned it. And, that happens sometimes. And there you go. So, it's the Seahawks won. I don't know where they rank in the best Super Bowl teams of all time. Probably nowhere near the top 30, but they were pretty good last night. And, they get their second Super Bowl for the city, which I think is pretty cool.
It's hard to quantify the immediacy of the greatness without having a ton of respect for their opponent.
Yeah. That's a great point. But they also, they were in the toughest division in football and they finished 14-3. So I think that's pretty impressive. And no question. That's a really good point. That's an excellent point that their opponent just was not, again, nothing you can do about it, but that's a team that's actually very young and in some ways is going to get a lot better. So, New England could be back in 2 or 3 years, probably not next year, but they'll be back in 2 or 3 years and they'll probably be a better team that's more equipped to win the Super Bowl. Kind of like I don't know. There's been other teams that have been like that. And I think that's what it's probably going to be like for them.
And when you look at Seattle and kind of the way they went about things, was you at what point was it clear to you that they were the best team? Like, did you think they were the best team during the regular season? Because for me, I thought the Rams were better than them for a lot of the year, and then it sort of flipped at the end there. Like, did you think they were the best team in the league most of the year, or did you have somebody else?
I don't know.
Sam, you still with us? I think we may have lost him, Shane.
I think I'm back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I didn't hear the question. Go ahead.
No worries. With Seattle, was it clear to you for most of the year that they were the best team, or did you kind of think that there were some other teams at least in their league or above them?
Yeah. I mean, I think there were some teams that were probably, I thought were just as good. I thought Buffalo for a while was one of those teams. I thought the Rams were one of those teams, and the Super Bowl might have been the regular season game on Thursday night when the Seahawks played the Rams. And, there was an incredible comeback at the end of that game thanks to a punt return. And that might have been it. I mean, that might have been the game that decided who won the Super Bowl because that decided home field advantage. So, those were probably the other teams that I think about, the Rams and the Bills. But the Bills had a lot of flaws. And that's why I think that's probably why their coach got let go. I don't know that they improved really with their new coach because he's just the offensive coordinator. But, that was the other team I thought of. Jacksonville, too. Jacksonville was a very, very good team that had to play the Bills, unfortunately, in the first round of the NFL playoffs. So I thought those were the four best teams in the NFL this year, and only one of them made it to the Super Bowl.
Interesting, too, because the average, they're all in the bottom third in terms of being the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
And we're splitting hairs, but the Patriots 26.08, Jacksonville 26.04, and the Seahawks at 25.7.
Yeah.
The eighth youngest team in the youngest team in the league. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the fifth youngest team in the league.
It is, yeah, and they're probably not going anywhere.
Coach,
their quarterback is, he's an interesting guy. So I don't know if he's going to be good year to year, but he was good enough this year. And there were a couple plays early in that game where he darn near threw it to New England, and if that had happened, it might have shifted the game entirely, but it didn't happen. And so, they're probably going to be around for a while. And go ahead.
On Saturday, and one of the analysts was saying, Darnold's going to give you 2. If you want to win this game, you have to. I thought it was kind of spot on.
He did, yeah. And he threw one, actually his first completion, I thought could have been a pick six, which would have been disastrous. And then there was the one that kind of went up in the air and kind of went backward and nobody could catch it because it kind of went off somebody's helmet. So there were a couple moments in that game where he definitely put it in harm's way. Happens. New England wasn't able to grab it. And so there you have it. And everybody's going to look at what Mike McDonald did with that defense and the way that they coached it in the Super Bowl and say, that's how you come up with an exotic, aggressive plan that brings guys from all over the place and really obviously gave Drake Maye a very hard time. He did not really seem to know what he was doing for a lot of that game. He just seemed pretty confused. And he had a couple of drives late where he seemed to understand what he was wanting to do, but didn't seem to be in it. And I thought McDaniels called a poor game. I mean, I thought they should have run the football a lot more than they did. And they put a lot of it on Drake Maye's shoulders, and I just don't think that went well at all.
I kept listening to Warner and McCourty say, don't abandon the run game. Don't abandon the run game. And sure, we're going to abandon the run game.
They did.
43-18.
Yeah.
Pass to run ratio.
That dog's not going to hunt.
That's probably not going to work out. No. Sam, as you're looking at these two quarterbacks in particular, more likely you think that in a couple of years, as you said, Drake Maye and the Patriots return and win a Super Bowl, or that Sam Darnold is a multiple Super Bowl winning championship quarterback?
I probably would pick the first option there. I think New England will be back, and then maybe not next year. I think Buffalo will make a real push next year, and we'll see what Denver's able to do. But But yeah, I think New England will be back in the next couple of years, and I think they'll win a Super Bowl. That won't surprise me at all. They need a little bit better. They need probably need a different left tackle. I know he's a rookie. Maybe he'll get better, but that was part of the issue. I think they probably need another receiver, guy that can go make plays for him. But yeah, they're not a finished product. They're ahead of schedule. Yeah.
You know. I'm sorry, Sam. I said seeing Dexter Lawrence and obvious passing situations probably doesn't help your left tackle much.
No, it doesn't. They had a great front four, and it was very well balanced. Dexter Lawrence, Byron Murphy, really good player, young.
Williams.
Yeah.
You know, quietly, he's one of the better defensive linemen that we kind of talk about because he's changed addresses a couple times, you know? So I think we forget how good he was coming out of SC. He's fantastic. And
he is, yeah.
He's way good.
He's way good. He's one of the most impressive athletes that I've ever seen. So when they played Nebraska in the Holiday Bowl, I think my assignment was to go to like a walkthrough that USC had outside their hotel. It was sort of like in a promenade or something, like in San Diego. Like it was right on the ocean, right on the water. And they were doing it outside. I'm not sure why, but like, you know, a bunch of fans were watching and kind of hanging out there. Leonard Williams is just an unbelievable size and athletic ability. Yeah, he's right up there. Like I've seen Jadeveon Clowney, I've seen Todd Gurley, Sue, and Leonard Williams. I mean, there's very few people I would put in the category of like that. That guy is unbelievable. Just to watch practice, and those are four of them. I don't know. There's probably a couple others that I'm not thinking about, but those are probably the four that come to mind. And Leonard Williams was definitely in that group. I only saw him like, you know, up close once, but it was memorable how incredible of an athlete and how big he really is.
Does it seem like he'll be covering spring ball in just a couple of weeks?
No, it doesn't. But I'm ready for it. Yep, I think they're ready for it too. It's get the bad taste out of your mouth. Let's see what we got. A lot of guys need to, a lot of transfers, a lot of guys, young guys, probably hungry to get back to it. And then they'll have some time, I think, after the fact to rest up and think about it. And as will we. Like that, as reporters, we'll have an opportunity to kind of, we'll be able to take April and kind of do some of the recap stuff. And then, May will not be probably very much about college football because we'll have covered a lot of that stuff in April. So I'm okay with that. Like I don't mind a quieter May. I think we're going to have a very loud May in Nebraska softball. They're going to play a lot, and they're probably they got a chance to make the College World Series. There'll be other things going on. So I'm okay not focusing or fixating too much on Husker football in May. I guess they could have official visits in May, but I think they'll probably do most of that in June.
Yeah, short of when Malin played for Washington. That's the only time I was going to cheer for Washington in Texas.
Right.
Texas got him 5-0 yesterday, but I'm like, that's a pretty impressive team that Rhonda's going to be able to trot out there, especially if they can win low-scoring games. Because I think offensively they're going to end up being pretty good.
They're going to be pretty good, and they have a big weekend this weekend. In some ways, even larger than last weekend. They're going to play LSU. They're going to play Tennessee. They're going to play Texas Tech. Those are big games. And Texas obviously got the headlines the week before, but this weekend is huge too. And they need to win a couple of those. Because again, the point here isn't to say, yay, we did it. It's to build a non-conference resume so that when you get in this conversation for who's going to be a super regional host, you get it. And it's a big deal. It's important to be able to host a super regional, as we saw last year with Tennessee and Nebraska. It's just important to have that. And so Nebraska's got to win a couple this week, and then they got to do really well in the Big Ten, and they got to beat UCLA in a series in Lincoln. So there's a lot of different things that need to be done. The Big Ten is certainly not by any means the best softball league. It's, I don't know, fourth. So you have to win a lot. And UCLA helped it, certainly. UCLA and Oregon and Washington help the Big Ten, but it's not as strong as the SEC, and it's not as strong as the Big 12 or the ACC, in my opinion. The last two is my opinion. There's no opinion. The SEC is clearly the best softball league overall.
Let's move on to basketball here, Sam. Obviously, Nebraska gets the win at Rutgers over the weekend to get kind of back on the winning track there. How important to you in terms of Big Ten seeding, NCAA tournament seeding, is the Purdue game coming up?
Big in terms of both, actually. Yeah. So this is a big one. Right now, Nebraska's between a 2 and a 3 seed, and they're sort of hovering, right? And so if they beat Purdue, man, that looks awfully good for the 2. And the reason I think this stuff matters, this is the case I'm making, is that you really want to be in St. Louis or Oklahoma City. If you beat Purdue, you're going to probably be in OKC. If you lose to Purdue, it's close. And the reason it's close is because Illinois is going to probably go to St. Louis. Then Purdue's going to go to St. Louis if they beat you. That means Iowa State might go to OKC, and it's kind of between Nebraska and Iowa State. And I think Iowa State might be the pick there, and then Houston is that other team. And so there's 5 teams for what you would call 4 anchor spots, right? And those anchor spots are the 2 in St. Louis and the 2 in OKC. To right now, to me, Nebraska's like the 3rd team, and Purdue's the 5th team. So Purdue will go wherever they go if they lose tomorrow night. But if Purdue wins that game, it becomes a little bit trickier. And so that's why I think it's important. You want as many fans as possible. The difference between OKC and, say, Portland is big. There aren't going to be that many Husker fans in Portland. There won't be that many Husker fans in Buffalo. I mean, there'll be some, but there won't be, in OKC, there'll be 9,000 Husker fans in the arena, making the kind of noise that Iowa State fans made a couple years ago when they came to Omaha. That's what Nebraska needs. They need a big crowd to help them, not just with the first game, but with the second one, whoever they might play.
How about, I think, so there's 2 things, excuse me, Sam, that kind of set up is interesting. Number one, I think Indiana got the must win at home against Wisconsin because Wisconsin was on fire. But do you think we realized that Iowa's won 6 in a row?
Yeah, and I think they've taken care of business against some of the teams they should take care of business against. And so that's kind of the way their schedule has shaken out. But yeah, I mean, Iowa's got a coach that I think everybody understands is good at his job, and I think everybody understands his potential. And they've got a good team. Now again, they're gonna come back a little bit to the pack as they come down the season stretch here. And when they struggle to defend, they can get blown out. Because there are times when that offense, is deliberate as it is, that offense needs to have games where they can control the pace. And if another team can get out and get running on them, they can lose by quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be in the NCAA tournament. I think everybody can see what Ben McCollum's able to do, what he's capable of. And I don't know. Who's the Big Ten player of the year at this moment? Who is it? Is it Bennett Sturtz? Is it somebody else? Who is it?
I don't know. Sturtz killed Northwestern yesterday. Ooh, that is tough. Did Michigan State change your mind at all holding serve when it didn't look great against Illinois at home? And what a game. How about Fears needing that game in the worst way?
Yeah. They don't. They're a much better team at home, but yeah, I don't know, not really. And I wouldn't say that Fears is the player of the year in the league. The question is, and people will say, well, it's Keaton Lager. Maybe it is him, but I don't know that it is, and I don't think it's Braden Smith. So I don't know I don't think Braden Smith's going to get it again. Not if they don't win the league. It's a real interesting conversation.
Do the Michigan guys take votes away from each other?
Yeah, I don't know if they have enough statistical data.
Yeah, I think so. I don't, and beyond that, I think that's a sum of its parts team. I don't know which of those guys you would say is the best of the bunch. Maybe Lendenborg, but I don't think he's Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be Wagler. It could be Sanford. Certainly, we know who the coach of the year is going to be. That's not a debate. But it could be Sanford. It could be Sturtz. It could be. Those are probably the names that I think of. Wagler, Sanford, Sturtz, maybe Fears. Fears doesn't have the kind of game that I think should be like. Again, he gets to the line a lot and good for that, but that's not the guy that I say is the player of the year. Is a guy that gets to the line 12 times a game. Anyway, we'll see. It's going to be fun down the stretch for sure.
Kaufman-Wren's precipitous dip in scoring this year has been. I mean, people kind of, and I've kind of just been on this. What, the last month or so? I just asked Ravi once a week. What like is TK? Is he good? And because I think he is, but I think his correlation. What's happening with him and Lawyer has been kind of a direct correlation to the ups and downs with Purdue, too. I don't think it has a ton to do with Brady, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Lawyer's just about as good as he's going to be. And sometimes when you're as good as you're going to be, you sort of hit a peak, and then people start to figure you out. And I think that's happened. Yeah, Trey Kaufman-Wren to me is not. He's a good player. I didn't think he was this is just as an example.
Like
he was all Big Ten last year, and I thought Danny Wolf of Michigan easily should have been in over him. Trey Kaufman-Wren is a beneficiary of Purdue's guards. He's not a guy that's making a ton of plays. And Oscar Clough being on that team has taken away some of Kaufman-Wren's stats.
Let me ask you this, Sam. With the scholarship allotment going to increase in the last year. Obviously, Nebraska on of sports and football's got to do their part at. We can get back to remember the days of the DN in your early work. Sometimes we would compare like the success of sports and contrast like within the same, it's like it's not Nebraska on Nebraska crime, right? But the elevation with Nebraska, some of Nebraska's sports being so good now. Football, basketball, and you think we get back to that?
Yeah, I think it's possible for sure that you can get back to the point where all the schools or all the teams are really, really good.
That baseball team's pretty good. It's got a chance to be pretty good, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm banking on pitching.
Yeah, well, they have talent. They and we could talk. You could talk about baseball for hours, and I'd love to hear this. Baseball has talent. Yeah, they have pitching talent for sure, and they need to throw strikes. Yeah. So they got the guy that everybody looks at is Carson Jasa, however people say it. That's a guy that if he can control it, becomes a weapon for you. That's a great question, Damon. I'd be interested to hear your insight on the baseball team and your optimism there. I think they're okay. I don't know that they're going to be great. We'll see.
That's a lot. Like I'm excited for just the sport. That's good numbers. You can be competitive. I don't know. I think the scholarship allotment thing kind of flew under the radar.
It kind of did, yeah. We reported it, and it will help the baseball team. It'll help a couple of these other teams quite a bit. Our beat writer, Evan, what he'll say is that, like, Nebraska's the best of the legacy teams, and, of course, that's kind of an ironic statement since Nebraska's only been in the league since 2011. But the point being that, like, it's possible that all four West Coast teams are, like, the four best teams in the Big Ten this year. So UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington could be 1 through 4. It's possible, and Nebraska might be. So we were kind of going through the schedule last week, and he's like, this team's not going to be good. This team's going to be bad. Like Ohio State's going to be horrible.
They have no
baseball.
No business good at baseball.
They're going to be horrible. So some of these teams in the Big Ten are really bad. They just like they don't care. They don't care if they're good or not. So it's reflected in their play. Yeah, I'll be interested to see this weekend. I'll be honest with you guys. I think Nebraska could go 3-0. I think they could go 0-3. I mean, UConn and Northeastern are no jokes. They're good enough to beat you. And Grand Canyon's not great, but Grand Canyon's not bad. All of them got a pitcher, and all of them see the name Nebraska, and they know what to do with that. Like, that's a power conference team, and there's Nebraska. So they'll get their best shot, and Nebraska needs to go 2-1 this weekend, but they might not do it. We'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting weekend. I really don't know how it's all going to turn out. I think there's a lot of question marks on that baseball team right now, and they think they've got power and they think they've got pitching, but I think that's going to be they're going to have to prove that, I think, to themselves and to the fans.
How about this? If you're looking for scheduling and RPI work, you got Louisville, K-State, Florida State, and then you got a 3-gamer at the end of February at Arby.
Yep. So what they're trying to do is they're trying really hard to not have a situation where they have a really nice Big Ten season, but they got to go to the Big Ten tournament and win it. Even though they've done that, I think they'd like to be in a position where, you can go there and you've already got a couple of big wins to your name, and you're able to, make your at-large case. It's really hard. The scholarship stuff will help over time, and it might help them to land a few guys, but man, it's tough. The SEC is so good. So many of the kids go down there, warm weather. I think Nebraska will get out today, which I think is good for them. I'm sure they'll get out in this weather today and practice before they go down.
Yeah, they've got Arizona, Mesa, Scott, Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, got a chance to get acclimated.
Sam, appreciate the time having you join us this morning, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, take care.
That is Sam McKEWON from the Omaha World Herald. So I have a baseball question for you.
Sure.
Where does the pitching staff talent rank as opposed to previous years?
Like potential?
Yeah. Well, that's all we have this year, right?
It's just hard to extrapolate.
Do you want me to finish my question before you answer?
Yeah.
So here's
because Clevenger, and I'm thinking Caleb Clark. You have a good supply of lefties. I think they could be pretty good. Sam's right. I mean, you obviously have to throw strikes. That's not a hot take, but I like the arms.
So the reason I ask is, obviously, it seems like in the last few years we've liked some of their arms, and it hasn't really gone the way we would have wanted it to in terms of pitching staff.
Well, they have to stay healthy.
So health is a big issue there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much you put this on. I don't know how much you put health on Childress, but in terms of the throwing strikes, does, especially considering the way he likes to have his pitchers work, which is a little backwards in the counts. He likes off speed and breaking stuff early to kind of set up the hitter. And like at a certain point, if we continue to like the arms and we don't like the results, like at what point does that become a problem?
Well, I hope not this year, because
I like Rob Childress a lot too.
I do think they have arm talent.
Yeah, like I was a big Rob Childress guy, especially when, I thought this is going way back now, but I thought he should have got the job when Dave Van Horn left. I wanted Rob Childress to get the job. He ends up going to A&M and is there for a long time, has a pretty successful run there. But it's interesting because it seems like we have this conversation about, I think I like the arms, and hasn't really had the fruition.
Remember, they were decimated by injuries.
Yes, absolutely,
last year. So,
which is, again, I don't know how much that you put on Childress. I don't know if that's just, it's baseball. Your arms get injured. That's kind of what it is. The strikes thing, though, is like that has been an issue.
Yeah.
And I do wonder if his philosophy is tough for some guys to get there. A lot of guys, they establish their control off their fastball. So if you're not starting fastball early in the count, sometimes it's hard for them.
They'll definitely be tested early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good run there from.
That lineup in Arlington is Louisville, K-State, and your boys.
Yeah,
will be fascinating.
That's
in Texas.
That's a good run there.
Hot take. One Coyote Hunter at it again. Nebraska men's basketball team has a good chance of having less losses than the football team in the 2026 season.
Hot take.
It's the first time I've heard that.
I don't know if you know this. The two are not related.
It's the first time I've heard that, though.
It is possible, though.
Yeah.
It is. It's on the table.
Very much so.
Very much so on the table. It's okay.
Shane, my man MK said, am I having some mic issues?
I've been adjusting mics for.
Is that just me and Sam?
An hour and 35 minutes. So
okay.
It's been ongoing.
Just an hour and 35 minutes.
Well, what was it last week? It was the car beeping and the blinker.
Yeah, it's true. We had some auditory background noise.
And I don't know where he was.
Sam said he did the best he could. He couldn't hear much, so it's impressive that went over that well.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what I think there may have been.
He was on the move again.
I think there may have been a connection issue. It seemed like there might have been a little bit of a delay. That's okay though.
We
appreciate him taking the time. MJ says we're good now. I wonder if it's when we've got a guest in. Sometimes it's an issue.
Yeah, I don't know, but Sam typically is on the move.
So he's a busy man.
Got to go.
Got stuff to do.
Got a lot going on.
Got stuff to do. Let's take a quick break here. We'll come back. We're going to talk to Ty Schalter at 9. Little NFL, kind of put a bow on the Super Bowl and the NFL, I guess, all of the football season now. Don't worry, though. Spring practice is like a week away, so we're a couple weeks away.
Get everybody hired in the NFL?
I think so. I think Clint Kubiak has finally.
All right.
It's finally been announced.
Ready to go and get ready for. I'm ready. I'm on to the draft, man.
I do. I'm ready. I'm ready to start talking about draft. I am interested in which places you actually think got better at coaching.
Well, probably in Vegas is a safe deal. And I'm a Carroll guy, but that was a disaster.
Yeah, that probably wasn't great. We'll be right back. More Hurrdat Sports Live.
Whether you've walked these halls or cheered on the team, this is our chance to make a difference. Every scholarship, every breakthrough, every dream, you've been a part of this story. On February 11th and 12th, we are writing the next chapter. For 24 hours, every gift, every amount, every one of us will show our Husker pride. This is how we glow big red. This is how we make history. Give today.
We just got ran over. It just does not feel good. Such a disappointing performance here today at home on our home court to not be more competitive. And I thought there were a lot of things that went into it, but mostly we got annihilated on the boards. We did not take care of things in transition defense and had far too many turnovers. So pretty much every key that we had for the game, take care of the ball, rebound, and locate in transition defense, those things did not go in our favor. I thought Maryland deserves a lot of credit. They came on this road trip on a mission. They had a great performance at Michigan State and came out here and just kicked our tails on our home court. And it's really disappointing, and we've got to get some things figured out.
I thought we did a good job early in the game. Listen, there's always a lot of energy in this building. I've got so much respect for Coach Peichel and the way that he runs his program. You know, coming off a West Coast swing, a late game, getting back, flying overnight, essentially taking a red eye. It was important for us to try to go out there and get off to a good start. And, they matched, I think it was all the way. It was about a 2-point game, I think, with about 10 minutes left. And then I thought we did a really good job of finally getting some stops. I thought Cale did a really good job with his hands, getting deflections, getting us out in transition, getting us to stretch that lead a little bit. Sam, certainly played a part in that as well. It was great to see Rink get it going. Love to see him hitting that three, and then he didn't force it. After that, I thought he did a really good job of taking his time after rushing a couple in the paint. But, it's a great win for us. Anytime you can go on the road in this league and get a win, especially losing one at home against Illinois in the last one, and getting this road win to get us back even in our last two, in the plus-minus game.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, reminding you that this week we've got Glow Big Red, and you can get one of these fine canvas bags here. Smells like burlap. You can
I see what you did there.
For every $75 gift that you give, you can get a Glow Big Red Husker canvas tote, the one I just showed you there. It's glowbigred.unl.edu to make your gift anytime between noon on February 11th and noon on February 12th to get that free canvas bag with a $75 gift. And you can direct your donation to the part of the university that is your favorite, the one that you want to support the most, whether it's athletics, arts and culture, different colleges and departments, whatever it is. You can direct your money to go exactly where you want to make an impact. It's glowbigred.unl.edu.
That looks like a fantastic bag for it that I could use at the comic book store.
What's that?
It looks like a fantastic bag I could use at the comic book store, the one that you get there.
You're going to make a $75 donation so you can get one of those?
I might.
All right.
Be a good idea.
There we go. Shane here for Glow Big Red.
Sam's audio wasn't the issue. It was clearly all DB. Actually, that's not true.
That is a lie.
How on that end would you know?
Yeah, you don't.
To be honest.
People are assuming because it sounds like one thing that's the issue, but a lot of times when you have a guest, it messes with our audio also. So that's all.
Well, I'll do better at it. I'll make sure the audio is better.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Your man is back on him catching mistakes.
What happened?
He said Sam was a little off on his bracketology. This Nebraska team needs to lose and can't wait.
Needs Kansas to lose? Is that what he said?
To finish in front of Nebraska, we will likely have to go to Buffalo. If we finish in front, we will go to OKC. It's almost impossible to go to St. Louis. No, he didn't say they were going to St. Louis. He said Illinois would go to St. Louis.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get us to OKC.
Yeah.
I think that was the goal. But regardless,
I'm pretty sure he said they're not going to St. Louis because almost certainly Illinois would.
Yeah, unless Illinois drops out of that 2 spot, and then
yeah,
Nebraska would not have an opportunity there. But Yeah, which I mean is possible. I mean, Illinois could drop. I mean, you wouldn't even have to drop that many games for Illinois to drop out of the 2, because they've already got what, 3 losses on the season.
Well, they're
or 4 on the season.
It's 11-2, 10-2 for the 2-3, right? Because Nebraska's 11-2, Illinois 11-2, Nebraska's 10-2.
Correct.
Michigan State has the 3 losses.
Yep.
And you don't see Purdue getting their way back in. Now they got their opportunity to jump a spot tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. So they're going to have their chances.
What's the line?
Is it out yet?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can do the look ahead thing.
Yeah, I can palm it if I need to.
Palm it. Go ahead and Pomeroy it, Ravi.
Kenneth?
I'm going to say Nebraska 3.5.
Nebraska 3.5. We've got.
Talk to me. Drum roll.
Ken Palm has Nebraska by 2.
Ooh, that's it?
Yep.
All these games are snug. What happened to home court advantage?
74-72 is the Ken Palm predicted score. He's got Nebraska as a 58% chance to win.
He said put Sam in timeout. It's okay, DJ. We do appreciate the time, but Sam is very, very mobile.
Listen, he's a busy man. He's on the move.
He's driving. It's hard to sometimes just sit for 30 minutes and
I mean,
do a spot every week.
People do have, real jobs that they have to they have to get to and do stuff.
I suppose I'll take your word for it.
Can't just talk to us the whole time. I mean, they can if they want to, but
no.
Might have to move a little bit,
Not at all.
Good place to be.
So that would give Purdue.
So Purdue's got an opportunity to hop Nebraska. I mean, they would be tied, but they'd have the tiebreaker, so they would hop Nebraska.
I don't know.
Nebraska's got the tiebreaker over Michigan State.
I'm listening to these talking heads kind of deal, and I just don't think people, and maybe they haven't done anything to give you this reason, but still, Nebraska gets the but.
Yeah. I mean, it's the name on the front.
I mean, 2 points tomorrow?
I think it's the name on the front. I think it's also there isn't anybody on Nebraska's roster that you can point to and be like, oh, they're a lottery pick. Or, you know what I mean? Like, that's the other thing that people do when they're doing narratives about college basketball. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's the way people perceive teams.
I mean, Nebraska defensively could be a headache for a guy like Lawyer.
I agree.
I agree. Just an absolute headache.
Yeah. Purdue doesn't. I mean, maybe Purdue doesn't scare me.
Well, that's because I finally got you to watch that. When did you flip over? When I was talking about Oregon and Purdue in my quad box.
Oh, after that overtime ended, like I said.
Oh, so that was the game that you were waiting to click over to?
Yeah.
Because you were watching Wisconsin, Indiana.
Yeah, I was watching Wisconsin, Indiana.
That was must win for Indiana. I think it was must win for Indiana.
Yeah, and they got a little help.
Yeah, that was.
They got a couple friendly whistles.
I mean, there's a clear meltdown on the internet.
Yeah. Listen,
even the studio was like, Operation Bailout, and I was like, ooh, you guys don't usually take that hard of a stance.
Especially when it's like conference on conference crime, like I didn't
actually. That's when it should be safer, though.
Probably.
I
generally though they don't like they try not to say anything bad about anybody else in the conference. But I thought the charge was fine to get Indiana the ball back. I thought that was fine. I thought the shooting foul was suspect.
So there's a lot of people that are in agreement with you.
Like and
most of them are in Madison.
And I will say, for the most part, and I'm not one of these guys, for the most part, they don't call that charge in that situation. I'm okay that they did because it's a charge in every other situation. So ride with it.
We saw something a little similar in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
I mean, right? They wanted the call.
I mean, so yeah, that's a charge.
I understand what you're saying.
100% of the time.
I'm just telling you how.
Yeah, a lot of times the whistle gets swallowed in that situation. I don't think it should, so I can sit here and say, yeah, that's probably a charge in Wisconsin. I'm cool with that. Just like it should have been a charge on Michigan because, feet established outside the lane, the whole bit, right? But I did think the shooting foul was a little suspect.
What'd you go? I think he kind of got bailed out there.
And then Jacob's like, you see the other angle? And I was like, the other angle of what? Like, I don't know. I showed all the angles they had on TV. I don't know what, like.
There's going to be a lot of moving and shaking in the conference. I'm just hoping that the Big Ten is now, hopefully, and I'm pretty sure it has, it's just earned the benefit of the doubt of being too volatile when there's 1 or 2 losses, right? Because hopefully the conference is valued so much that you don't overreact to.
I mean, I think you see that at least right now with the way bracketologists are viewing Nebraska. They didn't move off the 2 line with the 2 losses, right? Because people understand that, Illinois and Michigan are good basketball teams and borderline. Like, one is right now a 1 seed, the other one is right now a very solid 2. Like, you can't really get mad about losing those games, right? And I think Nebraska was properly respected. They moved within that 2 line a little bit, but all it really did. Looking at bracket matrix,
the SEC is the one I don't get. That's just the opposite of the contrast, in my opinion. I mean, you saw the Kentucky 10. I'll be curious to see when the polls come out this morning. But the Tennessee-Kentucky game was laughable. I don't know what you do with Georgia's win over LSU.
I don't know what you do with anything in the SEC because I just don't think they're very good.
So.
Like, I don't think the middle of that pack is
Florida's obviously still got to be atop the net rankings for the SEC, right?
Yeah, let me see here.
Because the SEC has, I think, 9 or 10 teams in the top 40.
Florida is 9. They're the top one.
Okay.
Next one is Vandy. Then Tennessee, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
In the top 40?
Yep.
Yeah. But nobody above 9.
Super backloaded. You've got 4 of those teams between 31 and 39.
All right. So go to the Big 12.
Big 12 is good.
So are all 6 teams in the top? Because they only have 6, I think, in the top 40. They're all in the top 20, right?
So the number 1 is you've got 3 in the top 6. Yeah. Arizona, Iowa State, Houston. Then you've got Kansas at 13. And then BYU at 18, Texas Tech at 19.
Yeah.
And then you don't have another one until UCF at 44.
Yeah, 6 in the top 20. Only 6 in the 40.
Yep.
Top 40, but all 6 are in the top 20.
Yep. And then Big 10
is
sort of the mix of the 2.
Let me guess. The Big 10 has 10 in the top 40.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Wisconsin is the 10th at 43.
They drop seed.
And then you've got USC at 48 and Washington at 51.
So the ACC, so that's 9, 6, that's 15. 9 is 24, 30. So there's 7 ACC teams in the top 40?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Who's the 8th?
The 8th is
4, 6, 8, 12.
Miami
at 37. So 8 in the ACC, 10 in the SEC. We argued about those 2 conferences. We didn't argue. We debated those 2 conferences from a seeding standpoint.
Yeah, I don't think the SEC is significantly better than the.
Well, it's not.
Than the ACC, and I don't think the ACC is particularly good this year. They're fine.
I'm telling you, I think it's significantly better than it's have been. That's the water's wet duh moment. But it's actually pretty good.
If I had to put them in order, I would go Big 10, Big 12, very, very close. If you flip those 2, I don't have a problem. But I would go Big 10, Big 12 because you got more depth in the Big 10.
I agree with you, Hod. I think they're out. So you're saying they're out of the top 20 or the top 25?
Who?
BYU. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, possibly. That wouldn't surprise me. But I think you go Big 10, Big 12, 1A, 1B in some order. I'm not going to fight you over which order. I'll put the Big 10 first because of the depth. Then I think you've got a pretty sizable gap. I will take the ACC over the SEC, and not just because I don't like the SEC. I think the quality of teams is better in the ACC. It's at the top.
Clearly, a national champion can come out of the ACC.
I don't think you're getting a national champion out of the SEC.
And if it is, it's Florida.
Yes, you have one option. Like, would it stun you? Obviously, we're considering Duke a team that can win a national title.
Yep.
Would it stun you if North Carolina won a national title?
No.
Me either.
No.
Right? So we're at 2 already. We beat the SEC in number
If it
of national
wasn't
title
for
contenders.
I was going to say for Hubert Davis. North Carolina's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I don't trust Hubert Davis either.
You know.
But they're really good. I assume you don't think Virginia or Louisville can.
I like Virginia.
Not national title like them, though, right?
I don't national title like them.
Same with Louisville.
Correct.
So those are your next 2 in the ACC.
Okay.
NC State. No. So this is where we get to a lot of the SEC type teams.
Well, actually, this is probably where you're going to see if you're every week. Are you still on 11 or 12? There's a big difference. So it's been 12, right?
Yeah, it's been 12, but it's been different 12. So let's go through it again.
Okay, because we only agreed there was 2 in the. Well, I'm not asking you because this is the first time Carolina would be in the discussion, so I'm not going to make you say Carolina.
Okay. Michigan, Arizona, Duke.
Yep.
Illinois.
Michigan, Arizona, Duke, Illinois.
Houston, Iowa State.
Okay.
UConn. I do think Nebraska can win a national title.
Well, you can't. I mean, I suppose you could change, but they haven't done anything.
Yeah, like I still think they can win a national title. I think I'm out on Kansas.
Okay. Even though everybody the last 2 weeks has told you if Peterson plays well, okay, you can win a title.
I
heard it again this weekend.
If Peterson plays 6 games in a row at the level, like he's played like 3 games in a row and his level's dropped off precipitously. Like that's a real thing.
Okay, so KU's out.
So I think KU's out, Vanderbilt's out. I will take Carolina.
What about Florida?
That's what I'm trying to decide on. I will say yes on Florida.
Is that it?
Let's see. I'm leaving Michigan State out on purpose. I'm leaving Purdue out on purpose.
That'd be stretching it. And you've been off of BYU.
Been off of BYU. I'm just double checking, make sure there's no outliers. Yeah, I believe that's it. That's my lowest number, isn't it?
10.
Yeah. Because I had been in and out, off and on Purdue. I'd been in and out on BYU. I'd been in and out on Vanderbilt. I'd been in and out on Kansas. So some combination of those had always been my extra 2, and I'm out on all of them now.
Down to 10.
Down to 10.
What did you make of St. John, UConn? Pretty much led the whole way.
Yeah, I don't think St. John can score enough to win a national title.
No, I don't know, just the game in general. I definitely don't think St. John can win a title.
I don't either. I don't know. Like, that's at home. It kind of just felt like, hey, this is the conference play. It happens sometimes. Like, I didn't take too much out of it.
Let me ask you about a team in the Big Ten, because we asked about Iowa. If Baker, Mazzara, Arenas, and Woods are all going.
For USC.
Do you like USC?
No, I don't like how they play.
It's a mess.
It's a Musselman team. I don't like how they play.
Oh, good point.
That's what they do. Like that's just who he is.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it was at Arkansas.
100%.
He acquires really great talent. Like I was a really big Anthony Black fan, and he's playing.
I mean, he's got good talent.
He does. I hate how they play basketball. Like he doesn't get enough credit for being like a little Calipari-esque.
Jeez. But I could I wouldn't probably fight him.
Like, people give him more credit as a coach because we haven't decided we hate him yet. But like,
but originally you were surprised he left to go to USC, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I don't know. Like,
it didn't seem. It just was like, really?
It doesn't seem like a significantly better job than Arkansas. Like, I don't know. Especially if I don't know if there were some frustrations with him at Arkansas or what. Like, if there was.
I don't know. We were down there for a shoe circuit game in Fayetteville, and he was beloved. I told you I was at that diner, and they wore the hog earrings, and I mean, it was a basketball.
Yeah,
it certainly wasn't football.
They love basketball in Arkansas. Like, I think that's a pretty decent basketball job, especially if you can kind of mobilize some of the money people. So I don't know why. Like, maybe he just didn't like living in Arkansas. Like, that's totally on the table, right? Maybe he's like, hey, L.A. greater than Fayetteville, I'll take it. But they played.
I remember going to a super overrated sports bar that everybody told me to go to
In Fayetteville?
Yeah, it's called Walk-Ons.
Oh, yeah. That's like a chain down there, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I think Walk-Ons is a chain. I think it started in Baton Rouge, but I could be wrong. No, but there's like, this is who Musselman is. And for whatever reason, a lot of people are like, oh, Eric Musselman, look, this is a really good coach. Look at all his talent he acquired. He's Calipari without the national titles or Final Four runs. Like, what? I don't know what we're doing here. And by the way, Calipari still has all those national titles and Final Four runs if we're playing by today's rules. So I don't really know what you want me to do there. I don't know how I'm supposed to be in love with Musselman. His teams can't play.
Well, I did not know that was coming.
I'm
We've
out.
Never really talked.
We haven't talked about Musselman. I don't think he's a very good basketball coach.
Clearly,
I think he's a very good acquirer of talent, which are not always the same thing.
Well, we'll see who's good football coaches here in the next segment.
Yeah, we'll talk to Ty Schalter here of Pride of Detroit. We'll talk a little Super Bowl. We'll talk some coaching changes as well. I have a little stat. I think Michigan Lance brought this up to me a couple years ago about guys that lose their first Super Bowl and their track record.
That's Michigan Lance, yeah.
Of going on to win it, because it's not good.
Yeah, that's Michigan Lance.
I believe there are 4 ever. I don't know if Drake Maye is going to be 5. If there's going to be 5, I hope it's Brock Purdy, but we'll see. That's TB. I'm Ravi Lulla. We'll talk to Ty Schalter coming up next year on Hurrdat Sports Live.
We've had some interesting finishes in this building this year, and that was that one probably certainly takes the cake. It goes without saying it's been a challenging week for our guys and our program, and I think we really needed to play basketball. I think that's exactly what Josh needed, and we certainly weren't our best. We had some turnovers that were very uncharacteristic of us. But the press late was really good to us. We switched Josh on to Bud Clark. When Nick got the foul trouble, and I thought Josh did a really good job, and executed a few things late, and then Nick threw in a prayer, which is this is kind of a identical to the game in Newark, where we controlled it the whole way and they won it in a goofy fashion at the end. Today the script was flipped.
Yeah, I just want to thank our fans, man. We had, Super Bowl Sunday. A lot of people just stay home, but beautiful day, and that just shows the commitment to our fans. They're not just coming for just the big duels. I thought we had a great crowd there, and I really appreciate how many people travel to our dual meets and bring their kids and family, and that's what our program's all about. That's really cool, and can't thank them enough. And just the environment just really inspires our guys, and obviously, we had Silas and Brock that were seniors, and Jagger that actually competed. So, for them, they're going to be fired up because this is their last home duel, and they want to go out in the bang, and but their focus really, our team was just really focused on themselves.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Graves, step back, 3 on the way. No! 2 seconds left. Inbound. Here's Parker. Out. No! Got it. No good. No good. Chase wins. Chase wins. Chase wins. Chase wins. Chase wins. And they are bombing. Nick Graves. Down goes that pirate ship to the bottom of the ocean. Nick Graves wins it on a guarded jumper with 2 seconds left.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Male Medical. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. Don't forget, we had a little time zone mix up with Ty Schalter here. I thought maybe his sleep is a little disoriented. If you're having trouble sleeping, our guys at Next Gen can help you out, whether it's the Sermorelin, which is supposed to help with your sleep, or whatever else you need help with. Next Gen has you covered. Go check them out. It's Next Gen Male Medical. It's 402-614-9700. They got you covered no matter what issues you're having. Maybe you just need a little pep in your step. Maybe a little vitamin B12. Poke. Whatever it is. They got you.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
You get your B12 shot yet?
I got one. Well, I just told Nick Friday, I was like, golly, man, all sorts of sickness running around. Like, do I need a booster?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, man, vitamins, man. I got you.
I need to go get some vitamin shots.
And I go, this is exactly how much I trust Nick. I got to find it because this is how I talk. I go, I said, hey, do you think I should take a vitamin shot with all this sickness going around? He says, yeah, it probably couldn't hurt. They'll have it ready for you. I go, what do I need? He goes, probably, like a vitamin C, maybe a little B complex. We'll see. I said, okay, not that it matters. I'm taking it anyway. Sometimes I just like to know.
In case anybody asks.
I don't know, man. That's how I get down. I just try. I mean, I just feel way better.
Give me the alphabet.
Yeah.
B, C, D, whatever.
I feel better.
Get a little pep in your step. No, they take good care of you. Did you figure out where you're getting your gift card to yet?
No, from Dookie Clint.
Yeah.
Something practical. Maybe here.
You get a little bang for your buck here.
I don't know.
How much is it? 50?
Yeah.
You just trying to eat, or you trying to feed some people?
No, I'm trying to be practical.
What does practical mean to DB, though?
Practical means, like, I'm not going to say Fleming's or Pivot or Terragaucha, even though he got me one there already.
Yeah, I mean, so out of those three.
Or Memoir. I'm not. That's.
Terragaucha is more practical than the other two for $50. Because for $50, you can basically get one of your, meals, and, you can just go hard.
Yeah.
Whereas, some of the other ones, $50 isn't getting you very far on some of the other places.
I mean, Chick-fil-A.
You get a lot of Chick-fil-A for $50.
I'm not doing it.
You gonna go Taco Bell?
What does $50 at Taco Bell give you?
You get 100 tacos.
Do they even have a gift card for $50 at Taco Bell? That'd be something.
Let me see. Can you?
Hasn't Taco Bell upped their game though?
Listen, I'm not gonna hate on Taco Bell.
That's the wifey spot, right?
Oh yeah, that's her jam. So I'm not gonna listen. There's some stuff there I'll eat.
About a $50 gift card to like
Says
Arby's.
yes. You can get a $50 gift card to Taco Bell.
What are you on AI?
I just Googled it.
Just have them get some tequila. No, so I'm gonna see how long I can go without a beverage.
Yeah, doing dry January a month late.
Probably. I just want to challenge myself.
Get competitive.
Did you just start today?
No. Saturday.
Oh, well, that's why it was a bad weekend.
That's one way to look at it. He said I do. That's a whole lot of bean burritos. But I thought so.
I agree, Kobe. Arby's gift card would go hard. That's so many curly fries.
Dude, Arby's is fire.
Dude, I like Arby's.
Good. Finally, we
finally agree on something.
Well, me and Kobe finally agree.
I'm a big Arby's guy.
Arby's is legit.
Yeah.
And I don't even get what I'm supposed like what normal people would get. Like I'm not like a beef sandwich guy. I get a lot of other things.
What's your go-to there?
The Meat Mountain. No. Yeah, that's up there.
Yeah. Well, that's roast beef though, right?
It's on there. But it's all
there's
beef.
other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like their brisket.
I said their brisket's not bad.
For what it is.
Yeah.
Their
for like
steak
fast food
bites
briskets
are fine.
Yeah. For like fast food meat, it's actually all really solid.
Their Angus burger's good.
Yeah,
It's
I've
good.
had the burger.
It's good portions.
You probably don't eat these, but like their chicken sandwiches are solid.
No, I not. So that might be of the fast food chicken sandwiches. That might be Caleb's go-to.
The Arby's.
He likes Arby's chicken.
They have
sandwiches.
good chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, they're big. You know, like
yeah,
they're not like those little shrunken ones.
I'm not gonna hate it. The potato cakes are good, but I'm a curly fry guy.
So they brought those back full time?
I believe so. Yeah.
So they must have just got
Corn Raiders in on the French dip.
Chewed out.
Oh yeah.
Why did they get rid of them?
I have
begin
no
with?
idea. That's like one of their iconic menu items.
They're like, oh, we'll just not do the potato cakes for a year.
Yeah, there's a couple. I think they were out for a while.
I know.
And they were just like, and they got smoked. Rico's right. The chicken strips are good. Good
I've
chicken strip.
never had them.
MJ's
he
right.
He called them elite.
Chicken.
Are they really elite?
If you like that type of breading, yes.
What is the type?
It's like a real crunchy. I don't know. I'm not.
He put it in. He pulled a code.
MJ's right. The chicken cordon bleu sandwich is good.
If I did one to Arby's, that'd be kind of selfish because I can't. Zoe's not gonna really eat it.
Just get that kiss of mozzarella sticks and curly fries. She'll be happy. This could be.
She was with me all morning. We had to go 15 different places yesterday.
Oh, Kobe says they moved him to breakfast only, then brought him all the way back.
Arby's does breakfast?
I think certain locations. I don't think all of them, but I might be wrong. I've never been to Arby's for breakfast, so I don't know.
I think breakfast fast food is underrated.
I like breakfast fast food. You know me. I used to get a couple different places every day.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What happened?
Just got over it. I got sick of it.
Oh, you pulled a shade?
Well, there wasn't enough variety that I was able to get, and so I kind of burned myself out on some of the items.
Dude, I got it. What is Arby's breakfast?
Yeah, I have to go check it out.
It's got to be good because their bacon for fast food bacon is good.
Fast food bacon. Kobe's on the he's on the breakfast. He also wants us. He says a couple times turkey bacon ranch sandwich is slept on. I'm not going out of my way to get turkey, but the chicken bacon ranch
you're
sandwich
gonna
is
laugh
good.
because I don't love. It's not like I crave turkey, but a good turkey sandwich is really good.
They have biscuits and gravy apparently at
I don't like
breakfast.
biscuits and gravy.
I love biscuits and gravy.
I'm particular about my breakfast sausage.
People are gonna think I'm crazy,
but yeah.
To this day, one of the best biscuits and gravies that I've had in terms of like not homemade, like just buy it out somewhere. Back in the day,
Ivy.
No, they don't season their gravy or their sausage.
Dude, I was getting gas. Was it Saturday morning? And a couple guys, they were getting ready to do, they had hard hats on and stuff, so they're going to go do real work.
Mm-hmm.
But they got like the stacks of the pre-made biscuits and gravy from Hy-Vee, Shane.
Nice.
Man.
And the portions were so big.
That's cool. And like a lot of it's, the biscuits are good there. they don't season their gravy. There's a lot of people that do not season their gravy on biscuits and gravy. Burger King biscuits and gravy went hard.
Burger King doesn't have biscuits and gravy.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah, I had it every day when I was a senior in high school. Because I had a
catty corner from
down the street from Miller North. Yeah, because I had a free, I had second, third hour free, so we'd go to Burger King.
You
every
have an
morning.
open campus?
Yeah, at the time, I think they still do. We did at the time.
Huh. Interesting.
Have to ask my guy Barringer. I think when we did the tour this summer, he said they do again because they shut it down for a while, but I think it's back open.
Yeah.
I think they don't have enough cafeteria space, so they have to they're like, seniors, you got to get out of here.
Yeah, so I was just trying to think, do I get 50 towards something or 50 that's practical? You know me, I'm not trying to.
So for me, but this is just how my I try and mental gymnastics the math of it.
You'd say Costco so you could get unlimited Cheez-Its?
No, absolutely not. Those are not expensive enough.
Come on, math, you dick.
I would go.
Sausage is the key.
I would go and do something so it felt like a discount. So it felt like I was getting something really good for cheap rather than getting something for free.
Give me a por ejemplo.
So I would want to go to, you mentioned Fleming's or Pivot. I'd want to go and be like, oh, I'm basically getting this for super cheap.
Yeah. By the way, did you see Jericho's is closing?
I did see that end of the week, I think.
The 14th.
Yeah, end of the week. It's the they're was it 40 some years, almost 50 years?
You know, the last time I was in Jericho's was with my man Adam Cockrell.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went this past winter.
Yeah. I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah. That's Jericho's one I haven't spent a lot of time in. I've been a couple times, but
Hardee's is really, really slept on for breakfast.
Dude, you're for real. There used to be one when I worked out in Elkhorn. There was one out on 204th by that Menards. There was a Hardee's there. I used to go there for breakfast.
It takes a lot of discipline in this area for me.
Yeah. You gotta stay locked, focused.
Yeah, I wanted 20 fried wings yesterday from here. I'm not kidding you.
You should have just got the 50.
What am I gonna do with 50? They're not gonna.
You're gonna eat them.
No, I mean over time, but that would.
You didn't have anybody home?
No.
Michael wasn't there?
Mm-mm. He was doing stuff. By the way, never mind. I'm not going to get on another 7 and 7. No.
Michael, what are you doing? Come on, man.
Plus those wings, I don't know if I'd love them reheated. I would just probably eat them cold like I would fried chicken.
Reheating wings is tough in general, I think. It's tough.
So I only like to order the amount I'm going to eat.
Why it's in for Hardee's breakfast. Hardee's is a good breakfast. If I had to go pound for pound best breakfast sandwiches, I'd probably go Hardee's.
Now that I've got you, I think we should do the gochujang thing again. Because I think I was pretty close. Did either one of you play the video?
He told you that I was closer.
I wanted him to hear how the guy with that actually. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Actually, what, DB?
The guy that did the pronunciation talk. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Kobe's right.
So you guys got to help me with places that don't do. I'm not a biscuit guy. I just don't like biscuits.
Does Hardee's
if you gave me good sausage gravy, I'm putting it in my scrambled eggs or.
Dude, that's good too.
That's what I would.
So you know what I started doing instead of biscuits and gravy is. If I get some gravy, I'll mix it in with my scrambled eggs and then hash browns.
Yeah,
hash browns and gravy.
Yeah, that sounds fire.
Yeah, and then I'll chop up some extra sausages and put it in there. Make just a little scramble.
I'm almost out of my breakfast sauces that I got from the pig, but 8 of the pounds of sausage were spicy.
Oh yeah.
So I think I have I just went to Paisans yesterday morning. I think I have 3 left.
I'm gonna check here and see what if we have any
other. I'm spoiled now. My ground beef is elite. The steaks are elite.
Oh shoot, you can get a. That looks right up your alley.
Corn Raider Amigos is fire.
You could get.
What's up my alley?
They have a brioche bun that you could do on your sandwich, but that thing is just all the meats. We got bacon. There's ham. There's sausage in there.
I just like monster in the title. That means meats.
Yeah, look at all that meat in there.
A monster.
Brioche.
Brioche.
Yeah, and we're going to count on your pronunciation on gochujang.
I got the video, man.
So how do you order at Arby's? Because everything they put all that sauce on everything. And I know you don't like. And
I have an Arby's app. I have an app. And it's one of the user-friendly apps where you can actually make changes. Now you're like fiending for Arby's or for Hardee's.
Yeah, well, they've got this grilled cheese bacon burger combo that kind of looks fire.
I've never had a burger there.
I don't know. I'm sure I have at some point. They used to have.
Ooh, I wouldn't doubt that, Corn Reader.
I think they used to have hot dogs there.
So you're gonna laugh
at Hardee's.
He's mentioning Panera. So my go-to at Panera was the bacon turkey Bravo on Asiago cheese, no Bravo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're by turkey. It was sensational.
Ooh. I am trying to think.
But it was like $9.50 for just the sandwich, and I was like, hard pass.
So I used to be a big Panera fan. I haven't been
there in years.
In love with them in a while.
Years.
Their commercials always look incredible. The food on the commercials always looks so good.
Even Burger King's commercials look incredible.
I know.
Although I don't hate on Burger King. I like their
But
burgers.
I also kind of understand what I'm getting from like a Burger King, a McDonald's, or whatever. Like I feel like the disparity between the Panera commercial and the food is like
high.
Is pretty high. I will say I will still mess around with their what is it? Oh, cream and chicken and wild rice soup every once in a while.
That's actually good.
That's a good soup.
That's actually
That's about the only thing I'll get there still is the cream and chicken and wild rice.
Hey,
soup.
would you guys eat canned clam chowder?
I've had good canned clam chowder. It's not like my go-to, but I've had good canned before.
I just rearranging the pantry and stuff for food storage because we got this meat and it just cleaned the whole thing. I have a nice can of clam chowder. I think I'm gonna eat.
Wyatt says years ago I had a Taco Bell breakfast taco, then played basketball. We all make bad choices sometimes.
Wyatt, can you hoop?
Did you have a little Paul Pierce incident or what?
Taco Bell has good breakfast.
He's the one that pooped his pants, right?
Yeah.
Paul Pierce?
With the fake wheelchair.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm hurt. I gotta get on a wheelchair.
Panera's has a chicken. They're Asiago. That's my go-to bagel.
So no, that's a good bagel. It's really good for sandwiches too. Like
it's like my. If I were to get back into eating. I just bought salmon cream cheese and I don't have anything to put it on. I might just eat it out of the tub. I finally found it.
Back in
sometimes it's hard to find.
Back in high school, Panera was like a big deal because it had been pretty new. They had this steak and blue cheese sandwich that I was obsessed with. It was so good.
Blue cheese is fire.
I'm not always a big blue cheese fan, but it goes hard.
That's also Caleb's go-to.
The crunch wrap.
He's sausage or bacon crunch wrap.
The breakfast crunch
light
wrap
on the jalapeno sauce.
Yeah.
Micah could eat 4 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I bet you that's what he would pick. Like if I said, "Hey, we're gonna," but I like to make breakfast. But if I said, "Hey, we're gonna have fast food breakfast," that's what they're gonna pick the crunch wrap.
Wyatt says I was the Asian Larry Johnson, decent rebounding and D, not great on offense, but I retired pickup ball years ago.
Oh, so the anti-Jeremy Lin.
Why Jeremy Lin?
Well, he's a good offensive player.
Oh, okay. Didn't D up much?
No, not much of a rebounder either.
Is the only one you could think of?
Yep, pretty much. Now you're not getting me in trouble. Shane, what'd we do at Ty? We mixed up the time.
Couldn't have been like.
Yeah, we'll be getting to him here in about 10 minutes.
Couldn't have been like CJ McCollum or anything.
Sorry.
Like, got Dame Lillard. Anybody?
That's my fault.
JJ Barea?
No. I mean,
Barea could D up a little bit.
What would
height-wise, he's
would
probably
it be Wyatt? Like, how would we get
probably
Asian Wyatt out of JJ Barrera?
Height-wise, JJ Barea is probably the closest. Nate Washington? No.
No.
Isaiah
Asian Wyatt, Nate Washington. Good rebounders, right?
New Isaiah Thomas.
Can I write check?
Who?
Just
Kyrie Irving.
What is he doing?
Who knows? Can I
go ahead?
This is why the Darren Peterson vibes concern me.
Yeah.
Guys that don't like to play basketball don't end up playing a lot of basketball. Or guys that seemingly don't like to play a lot of basketball. don't end up playing a lot of basketball.
Oh boy.
Like, no, this. Like, you know what? Everybody's hurt, a little bit hurt all the time. Everybody.
So that's a Trev Alberts thing.
Everybody's a little bit hurt all the time.
By the way,
you know who plays anyway?
You know I'm out on A&M Hoops, right?
On who?
A&M Hoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Buzz Peterson get off the snide too. I was beginning to feel bad.
You were their big stinky cheese.
Boy.
What was that? What was it? Bama. The Bama game the other day. That was the one you were on.
Yeah.
They didn't end up covering, but you're like, nah, A&M sucks.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Can we talk about your guy, Roger Craig, here for a second?
Yes. Yes, we can. I'd love to talk about Roger Craig.
Hall of Famer, Roger Craig.
Yep.
About time.
Absolutely.
Got to see him out on the field for the Super Bowl yesterday. That was good.
I was very, that was one thing I was very interested to see. We have a very close mutual friend. Well, he's my friend now, who is very connected to Roger, and we were both wondering.
Yeah.
Because the guy in particular used to do some work with Joe Montana, and they connected, and we were curious about Roger's presentation and how exposed he'll be, because he's just not in a great,
not doing great,
not in a great space.
Yeah. Super happy for him though.
Oh, man, amazing. I've been going through all these, the rise of the 49ers, and of course with the, I just saw on TikTok on stage, it was Deion, Jerry Rice.
Oh, I saw that. It was like really long interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for TikTok. It was like 20 minutes long or something.
Why didn't Deion re-sign with the Niners?
I don't know. That was the whole thing, and I listened for the whole time, and I was like, I still don't think I got.
I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like
that's the reason I listened to the story, and I was like, I don't think I ever got the answer there.
Yeah, but he said something interesting about that 94 squad, and what made me think of to say to Sam, hey, how we feel about the opponent skews the historical reference, because we don't think New England was very good.
Sure.
So it'll alter how we feel about this Seattle team.
Absolutely.
However, that's how I felt about the 94 Niners.
Oh, with the Chargers?
Yeah, but they did that to the whole league.
Yeah, they were historically good.
And they had the best offensive and defensive player. And they were in the same team going against each other in practice.
Yeah. And you also had, wasn't that Steve Young MVP year?
Yeah.
So the best offensive and defensive players in the league weren't even the MVP. Outside of the MVP.
What Jerry go for? Was that like 16 hundo, 1596 maybe?
In 94?
It was something gaudy. I'm probably cheating him by about 300 yards.
No, you're probably pretty close. Let's see, 1994. Was it 94 or 95?
Look at the year that they won the Super Bowl, and that'll tell you what stat line to look at.
Well, it's either 1499 or 1848. Good Lord.
Oh, so D said they didn't offer him. Wait, they just flat out didn't offer?
That seems unlikely, but
they just didn't offer a contract.
That seems like a terrible.
Are you joking me, Dallas?
That seems like a terrible idea.
So you watched that whole thing and you didn't get to it either.
No, I didn't. I tried to. That's why I listened to it, and I still didn't understand. So it was the 94 season. So it was the 1499. The next year he went 1848.
Did you realize Jackson Smith and Jigba had as many receiving yards as he did?
Yeah, he was at just under 17, just shy of 17,
and almost 19 for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's wild.
So that's silly.
Speaking of wild,
and we hate on Sam Darnold.
Real quick,
19 hundo.
You know how old Jerry Rice was when he went for 1848 in 1995?
What's that?
You know how old Jerry Rice was when he went for 1848, which is his career high, by the way.
He was 38.
7
in 95.
Oh no, he was. He wasn't that old. What was Rice? 87, 88? 32.
He was 33. To go for 1848.
At 33.
At 33. His career high.
Dude, he had another big year post-injury.
He had a bunch of. So the injury was 97. He played in 2 games. He had 78 total yards. After that, the very next year, 1157. Then he goes 830, 805, 1139, 1211. In Oakland, he had 1,211 yards at what age? 2002.
40.
Yeah,
Bingo.
if he was 32 and that. Yeah.
Bingo. 12-11. So he went 11-39, 12-11, back-to-back years at 39 and 40.
That's pretty stupid.
And then he still went 869 at 41. What are we doing?
And I can't get Rodgers to not take a sack.
This dude, like,
come on, AA Ron.
most guys are washed at 33.
Hey,
Most receivers are
do
washed
you
at
want to
33.
see me jump off this stage face first?
No.
A lot of people do that are mad at me.
I don't.
But if the Steelers sign Kirk Cousins, I will belly flop on this table with the chairs on top. I will take a running swan lake on these tables.
So here's my question. Speaking of Kirk Cousins.
You heard it here.
So Kevin Stefanski went from one worst quarterback situation in the league to the second. He looked at all the jobs and was like, yep, that'll fix my problems. We're just assuming.
I'm just telling you.
We're like, oh, yeah, Stefanski's a good coach. You just got to figure out the quarterback. A, that's every coach.
Don't be bringing any old people into the league unless it's.
That's every coach. B, yeah, he went to a place that still doesn't have a quarterback figured out. I bet that's going to go great.
He hasn't had any. He's had some tough interviews here.
You know who's got a good roster outside of quarterback?
Who?
Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland and Atlanta are the same job. Why would you hire that guy?
Well, Cleveland is significantly better defensively.
If
Atlanta finds a pass rusher.
Cool. And a quarterback. Only the two things that everybody in the league wants.
Good point.
Hey, if Nebraska can find some pass rushers and quarterbacks, I feel great next year.
Okay. See,
oh, no, they got one. TJ Latif's up here. We're good.
Yeah, these are my two forgotten guys.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll get to Ty Schalter from Pride of Detroit coming up next.
We've had some interesting finishes in this building this year, and that was that one probably certainly takes the cake. It goes without saying it's been a challenging week for our guys and our program, and I think we really needed to play basketball. I think that's exactly what Josh needed, and we certainly weren't our best. We had some turnovers that were very uncharacteristic of us. But the press late was really good to us. We switched Josh onto Bud Clark. When Nick got the foul trouble, I thought Josh did a really good job, and executed a few things late, and then Nick threw in a prayer, which is this is kind of a identical to the game in Newark, where we controlled it the whole way and they won it in a goofy fashion at the end. Today the script was flipped.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank our fans, man. We had, Super Bowl Sunday. A lot of people just stay home, but beautiful day, and that just shows the commitment to our fans. They're not just coming for just the big duels. I thought we had a great crowd there, and I really appreciate how many people travel to our dual meets and bring their kids and family, and that's what our program's all about. That's really cool, and can't thank them enough. And just the environment just really inspires our guys, when, obviously, we had Silas and Brock that were seniors and Jagger that actually competed. So, for them, they're going to be fired up because this is their last home duel, and they want to go out in a bang. But their focus really, our team was just really focused on themselves.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We are joined now by Ty SCHALTER from Pride of Detroit. Ty, how are we doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Those guitars look sweet, man. Is that your the hobby / pastime?
Absolutely. I'm doing more drumming than actual guitar playing at the moment. I switch back and forth between instruments. My son is actually playing the guitars and basses a little bit more. But yes, music is a big, big passion of mine.
All right. I want to. Well, the musical chairs have stopped. I'm going to get to the Super Bowl in a second, but you brought up music. And now that, the Raiders finally have their guy, Ravi asked me a question this morning when I walked in, and he said, is it time to talk about who actually got better with their coaching hires? Like, when you're looking at how this whole thing kind of settled, who got better in Europe? I know it's not my Steelers, so you don't have to humor me there, but who got better with the hires?
Probably the Titans. Robert Saleh, I had a ton of respect for him. Thought he was a great prospect in San Francisco. Went to the Jets. Obviously, it was a disaster there. I don't think that he was the biggest reason behind that, right? Came back to San Francisco, did another great job. I think him going to the Titans, I think it's a good hire. I think it's a good fit. But you're absolutely right. You go down this list and you go, okay, what are the Bills better off? No. You go through this. Okay, is Jeff Hafley better? Definitely than Mike McDaniel. I don't know. It is a weird thing. Mike LaFleur, maybe, obviously well-respected offensive mind, but again, young coach coming to Arizona. I don't think the problem has really been him. You're probably going to have to start over if they're not keeping Kyler, right? So you kind of go, okay, well, you're back to square zero. Were you at square two? Were you at square three? Yeah. I don't know. So it's a great question.
Is about it, right?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
What about the Ravens? Because people are raving about Jesse Minter, right? But it's hard to say that the guy that you fired was the best hire of the offseason and then still think you upgraded.
Yeah. And it's funny because obviously eventually things go stale. The thing that I keep fixating on was the report that they wanted him to fire Todd Monken, and he was like, no, Todd Monken's not the problem. John Harbaugh has gone through an offensive coordinator about every 2.5 seasons for the last 2 decades. It's been the magic, things getting a little stale, fire the offensive coordinator. That's been this thing for him throughout his career. It's interesting that he draws this line. It's like, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Okay, then you're out. Okay, all right. And Todd Monken also goes and he gets another job elsewhere. So, maybe things were getting stale. Maybe it was getting flat with him and Lamar. And you're like, we know we have to have Lamar. This is more an NBA type decision-making, right? We've got the superstar that stirs the drink. It's more important that we keep him and we find a coach that fits. And, maybe if Jesse Minter comes in and gets the locker room right, everybody believes, and they get healthy, right? I mean, the biggest problem for Baltimore this year was injuries. So they get that roster right. Yeah, you could potentially be in a great spot, but it's hard to look at John Harbaugh's track record and be like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
I guess the answer is maybe considering what else is around them. But knowing what you know, Ty, how this league is designed, Is it really an advantage to inherit a guy like Lamar Jackson when you have had this invisible ceiling with him as a new head coach? Or would you rather have your guy, let's say, on a rookie contract?
It's so hard because if you know your guy, you've got to be right. You've got to be absolutely right in your evaluation. The guy you've got to love has got to be there. You've got to be in position to draft him, right? And then you have to get everything right also around him. You've got to have the supporting cast. Even if you're right about a quarterback, I'm sure there are people in the Jets organization that are running around going, we were totally right about Sam Darnold the whole time. Okay, well, Sam Darnold to the Jets in that moment was never going to work because you had nothing around him, right? So that's where I kind of come back to proven success at the quarterback position. As long as, somebody's arm hasn't fallen off, you're not dealing with injuries that have taken away your arm, taken away, you're just age, right? You're not in an Aaron Rodgers, late Tom Brady era where you're like, okay, we can't dial up anything past 10 yards. If you've got a guy who's proven it and all the physical ability is there and he can make stuff happen on his own, you're way ahead of the game versus everybody else who's drafting and hoping or signing somebody who didn't work out someplace else and you go, maybe I can fix him.
So, and I know people don't like throwing people under the bus here, but who was the worst hire? Hafley, Monken, or LaFleur, or off the board?
Yeah, Hafley's got to be up there for me. And it's, again, messages go stale, right? But I thought Mike McDaniel was reinventing himself a little bit over and over, at least publicly, right? Who knows what's actually being said in the locker room versus what we're seeing publicly. I think he's a smart guy. I think he's going to be successful wherever he goes. But yeah, you get on the biggest.
That team didn't quit on him.
Exactly. Right? Like I thought he was communicating. I thought he was changing some stuff. I thought the team believed in him. We've seen teams quit on coaches and that wasn't that.
Let me ask you something. Now, I said this in the offseason, Ravi, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
I said, is it blasphemy to think that John Harbaugh could be on the hot seat as the dean of the coaches? Remember that?
Yeah.
I was just kind of toying around with the pressure on the Ravens and inheriting Lamar Jackson. Not really was I calling my shot, but they would fire him. But I want to go right there to where you are with a guy like Dan Campbell. He goes with Petzing as his OC. I think he has to get this right, losing Ben Johnson. I mean, his staff got pillaged, right, the last 2 years. But then there's the in-game stuff. Quietly or out loud, is there pressure on a guy like Dan Campbell?
Yeah. I mean, he's earned as much leash as you possibly can, taking this franchise from where it was at post-Matt Patricia to, okay, perennial contender. The bar is at getting back to the NFC Championship game and then beyond. Right? For that to be the expectations for this franchise when it's never been that high, you have to give him credit for that. But yeah, he just had a winning season and everyone's grumbling. Everyone's upset. Fans are upset. Leadership is upset. Players are upset. Missing the playoffs is not where they thought they'd be. So yeah, the bar's got to be higher. And bringing in not just Drew Petzing, but also Mike Kafka to come in and create some more kind of competition on the staff, bring in not only two guys who weren't from his coaching tree, but from different coaching trees, right? I think that's going to be kind of the theme of this offseason for Detroit is bringing in competition, bringing back some of the fire that they had, not being comfortable or complacent with the idea that everybody's got it figured out. You have a lot of young prime stars that they've drafted and developed who've all been locked up to big long-term contracts. And, maybe you've got to light a fire under them as well, right? Maybe you've got to create some competition and make them think that they don't have everything figured out, that they aren't doing well enough. They've got to bring that fire every week. So I think that's what Dan Campbell's done because he perceives that this isn't good enough. And even if they miss the playoffs next year, does that mean he's out? Maybe not. But I don't think he's satisfied with it. I don't think anybody in the building is satisfied with being where they're at.
How big a year? I just want right here, just real quick on the Lions. How much of it or how big of a year has to do with maybe a guy like Laporta getting back to where he once was? Because that cap number is going to get interesting here in a hurry.
Yes, it is. And I think a lot of people found out how key Laporta has been to things, right? Because it's where the passing game and the running game intersect. Also, Frank Ragnow, obviously everybody knew, he's a Hall of Fame type player, and he's at the heart of the offense, running the ball, controlling the line of scrimmage, getting on schedule and then having play action, taking those deep shots. That's what the whole offense is based around. That's how you make Jared Goff comfortable, is protect him from that quick pressure up the middle, right? So Laporta is a big deal because you're losing protection on the outside. You're losing some flexibility with protection looks. You're losing your best hot option, right? You're losing your best one-on-one over the middle of the field. Jared Goff has always been a guy who thrives with that short to mid-range over the middle of the field, which is an area of the field a lot of quarterbacks aren't comfortable attacking. That's where he loves to attack. You don't have Sam Laporta. You don't have Brock Wright. I think at one point they lost their top 5 out of 6 tight ends they had in training camp. So they had the one guy from the 6 tight ends they had on the roster in training camp. He was the 6th guy that was actually active from week 12 on, right? So that's a key guy, and you're absolutely right. They have some hard decisions. They've got a lot of young guys they need to lock up. That whole class: Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Campbell, Brian Branch, right? So a lot of tough decisions, a lot of interesting cap numbers. Those are coming up. And they've got to make sure that they've made the right choices on both offense and defense about who to lock up and who to let walk.
Ty, let's get to the Super Bowl here. Obviously, dominating performance by Seattle. Was there anything about that was surprising to you? I mean, maybe the margin, but in terms of how the game played out.
No, I thought this was going to be very low scoring first half. I thought it was going to end up Seahawks by double digits. You know, my usual power rankings had the Seahawks at like a 7 or 8 point favorite. So I was already going around going, hey, if you're looking to pick a side on this one, it's got to be Seahawks. They just have more options on offense to deal with what the Patriots brought. I thought the Patriots got almost as good a game as you could expect out of their defense. Christian Gonzalez did better than I expected against JSN. They have pass defense. Really great game by Mike Vrabel called. You know, they kept the lid on that Seahawks offense, and Kenneth Walker just kind of slowly started bleeding them out because you can't kind of stop both the Seahawks pass offense and the run game with the players that the Patriots have. And then on the flip side, I was really surprised. This was both a great game called by Mike McDonald and Josh McDaniels. They were predictable. They were in 1-1 a ton. They did not use 2 tight ends much. They did not use any designed Drake Maye runs. I thought that was like the most obvious thing. Just about every national nerd analyst like myself was going, you've got to bust out all the designed Drake Maye runs, because what are you protecting him for? This is the Super Bowl, right? You've got to use those legs. That's the game-changing weapon.
Personnel help you with that front, though. I just didn't understand. I didn't understand.
I think the idea was to kind of spread and shred, right? Like get that secondary space out.
And they couldn't win up front, though. Like that was becoming apparent. And I get the late stuff with the chipping, and they finally kind of adjusted, but it was so late.
Yeah.
You don't run the ball.
No.
I mean, I think May had 5 carries. I think 3 or 4 of them were scrambles on the last 2 drives, basically.
Yeah.
With those fronts, I don't know why more coaches don't let their quarterback get underneath center. I just think it helps your downhill run game too. Like if you want to slow down vertical fronts like that, right? I always scratch my head at like one back gun run game. Even in the league, you have to be elite up front because there's no downhill action, right? It's
right.
Lateral, it's slow, it's
basically all whether you beat.
Yeah.
Whether you win up front, you've got no leeway.
I don't get it. There was no motion, no orbits. I'm like, this guy's not good enough to just line up and run the ball on these guys.
Yeah. 14 pressures surrendered by Will Campbell, as tracked by Next Gen Stats, right? In one game, your left tackle just cannot stop anybody.
How bad do you want to pull up your draft reports on kind of his weakness? Like if there was ever a guy that's playing exactly like the draft,
or was, yeah,
it's Campbell, right? This is kind of who we thought he was coming out of LSU.
Yeah, exactly. And so why is it a surprise, right? Like, why is it a surprise to Josh McDaniels that this is the guy that he is? This is the guy that he's got. This is the matchup that he's facing. You have 2 weeks to break the Seahawks down. You have 2 weeks to look at everything the Rams did 3 times, and we're able to get explosives in both the run game and the downfield pass game, right? And go, hey, what of that can we incorporate? With 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, what can we do to give some extra protection, give some extra time to May, and create some matchups downfield that we like? And you had to realize that whatever else you drew up wasn't working sooner than the second to last drive when you're down by 3 scores.
I'd like to, and I'm not a Henderson honk, but man, just his versatility out in space. It was a speed guy's game. I like the power of Ramondre Stevenson. His
Mm-hmm.
versatility in the backfield. Let me fast forward just to a sec, or rewind a second with the Broncos and Patriots. I want to go back to that. And I get it, Sean Payton, a lot of pedigree, a lot of credit. It was a debacle handling the PR issues post, right? Well documented. Your OC, your quarterback calls his own press conference. Like, it was just weird. And Bo Nix, it isn't really the guy. He's mature and old. That's the joke, but not old enough to supersede Peyton by doing his own press conference. Do we have is there a brewing issue in Denver of something that is really good on paper, but this whole Peyton and handling of this deal could mess this up?
Yeah, I've been thinking about, you asked me, I want to say either right before or after the wild card round, who's the best coach in the playoffs, or who's the best coach left in the playoffs? And I said, is it weird if I say Sean Payton?
Yeah.
And, I thought I was pretty smart, the next couple of weeks when I said it, but now we're sitting here going,
Now, when your OC says he was just in one of his moods, like, is it really like that in Denver still? Like, I thought he was gotten out of that.
Yeah, and I think you've seen, and I think I hinted at, right? Like, the offense has not been in Bo Nix's hands yet, right? Like, Peyton is still pretty much keeping the training wheels on, especially through the first three quarters, right? This is still not, he's coming to the line and seeing the field and making adjustments, and he knows the whole playbook inside and out, and he can execute and he can make every route tree throw, right? This is still sort of, let's keep it close, let's protect the football, let's get it late, and then let's see what you can do. Then we'll unleash you and let you make a couple big plays, right? So the fact that we haven't seen more of him taking the training wheels off, I think that kind of shows you the level of faith, right? And it's also, obviously against the Patriots, you're talking about Jarrett Stidham, right? But it's a tough situation for anybody to be in. And as soon as Nix went down, I was like, okay, can we have Josh Allen back then? Is there like a system? Can we have the Broncos just go, actually, you know what? Never mind. We forfeit. Sorry. We know we're not going anywhere. Bills, you go on ahead because we're dead in the water. But absolutely, you expect a guy who's got so much experience being the head of an organization as Sean Payton to have a better handle on his staff and his players and have more people believing in the direction that he's setting after the season they just had.
Let me kind of just walk through this a little bit. I'm going to give you Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Brock Purdy, right? Similar monies, trajectory in the organization. I just feel like there's clearly more pressure on Lamar and Josh. They both get new coaches. Do you look at them differently in their totality? And Purdy's had the luxury of Shanahan, so he gets a little buffer because he's with a GOAT. Do you look at those three guys, and does one need another coach? Do you want to see how they do with the other? Like, how do you look at those three quarterbacks that are viewed in very different lights, but paid a lot of money similarly?
Yeah, first off, I don't want to see Brock Purdy with anybody but Kyle Shanahan. And it's not just because Kyle Shanahan's a fantastic offensive mind. It's because he's a Kyle Shanahan quarterback. It's because he's the joystick quarterback that Shanahan can put out there and go, you are going to execute what I want you to execute. I'm going to put the route combos out there. You're going to make the throw I want you to throw. Not only are you going to choose it, you're going to execute it, right? So I think
he's looked way better with less weapons. Like, Purdy's made a believer out of people. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to say that Purdy's a bad quarterback. I'm saying you separate those two and they both get worse, right? You put Purdy in a different situation, I don't think he's as successful. And we've seen with Kyle Shanahan, you give Kyle Shanahan a toolsy quarterback who's going to improvise and do what he wants to do, and you're not going to get the best out of him. Another coach is going to get a better performance overall out of that guy, right? Like, you swap John Harbaugh, Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan gets Lamar Jackson. I don't think either of them do as well, either quarterback. But yeah, Josh Allen, we've seen how much
Allen and Jackson thing is fascinating.
It is.
You got Mahomes laying in the cut. Herbert gets a new OC. Is May really good? Like, the AFC quarterback thing is fascinating.
Joe Burrow coming back again, from injury, looked really hot down the stretch, right? We've talked about this. The best quarterback in the NFL group is like 9 deep, and they're basically all from the AFC. And yet here they are, all getting their coaches fired, all missing the playoffs.
It's just
all getting bounced out early, right?
Getting that, right? Like the guy we didn't think is very good has been accentuated by his coach, and now we like him again. And the guys that we were fawning over, it's like their coaches have been removed. It's like, well, who are they? And what do we need from them with a new coach?
Yeah, and I think Josh Allen, he at least shows that he gets it, right? That the mistakes he made in the postseason are the big reason why their postseason ended early. And all the great plays he made in the fourth quarter don't make up for throwing the ball away 2, 3, 4 times in the 3 quarters previous, right? That he's got to have the preparation and the decision making. And, some of that comes to coaching, but also he's a veteran quarterback in this league now. He's not Josh Allen, wonder kid, like just, second, third year in the league, out of Wyoming. It's like, this is a dude who's played almost a decade in this league at a very high level and had multiple offensive coordinators and had a bunch of different receivers come and go, different running backs, different offensive linemen, right? And all throughout, the constant's been him and his talent. He's got to be able to execute and find a way to cut down on those mistakes without cutting down on some of the improvised stuff that he does that's brilliant. And, same thing with Lamar, but even more so, right? Where he still has all the tools. He still has drives, quarters, halves, games, or even months where he's flawless. He's lights out. He's so much better than everybody else. And then you never know when it's going to, oops, I guess this was a 3 turnover day for Lamar and it happened to be at the worst time possible. And, how do you do that? And I think coaching, being able to have that mind meld with Lamar, being somebody who can get in on his mindset and communicate with him, I think is going to be huge. And then the other thing is just, again, in Baltimore, get healthy, right? Like get that defense to where you don't need 30 points every single week to win. Because if you're looking at Lamar and going, you've got to score 30, 33, 35 every week, you're going to get those turnover games, I think, a lot more frequently.
Ty, all right, let's stick on the kind of quarterback idea here for a second. But let's take the whole team encompassing. If I gave you the next 3 years, who's going to be contending for Super Bowls the most? Let's start with the teams that were there this year, New England and Seattle. But then let's throw in the teams who we think we like. Buffalo, Baltimore. I'm not going to throw Cincinnati in there, even though I love Burrow, because I think Cincinnati's a dumpster fire.
Ask about love.
We'll get there. Kansas City. I'm going to throw Philly back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, Green Bay, San Francisco, L.A. That's a lot of
You're
teams
playing
right
the
there.
long game in the AFC and
Give
the
me
NFC?
3 years over the next 3 years. So age of like a Matthew Stafford doesn't matter as much. Given 3 years, which of those quarterbacks / situations do you like the most?
Man,
Or off the board, and I'm wrong. Just let me know.
Yeah, no, and I mean, there's big old Lions logos beneath me, which I appreciate. Very glad you got my graphics right, and I think they're a team that's going to be set up to be successful too. I think Chicago is really interesting long term. Next year, it's just numbers wise, they played so far out above their skis from their analytics and everything. It just everything points towards regression, right? And they could play better and still get worse numbers overall. So I think Chicago had a great run this year. It's a great story. I think they have a lot of foundational pieces in place. I'm going to be surprised if they're winning the division next year. Kind of same thing for Green Bay, but in the other direction, and for Detroit, right? They had a bunch of tough breaks, a bunch of injuries. I think Green Bay they've got to figure some stuff out on defense. They got older last year. They got hurt a lot. They didn't get contributions from some of the guys they thought they were going to get big contributions from.
They had been playing at an elite level too.
Yes, right.
They had some pieces.
They had some pieces, and offensively, I don't think they ever had more than 2 of their top 5 receivers at full 100% at any point in the season, right? Like every time one got healthy, another one got hurt. So I think there's some room to grow in that offense, right? I think that offense can play better. You want better play from Jordan Love for sure. Losing that defensive coordinator, Micah Parsons, he's almost certainly not going to be 100% at the start of next season, right? So we don't know when we're getting him back. But you're talking about 2-3 years, right? Having that coach quarterback thing. helps a ton. Philly's already shown that they can change their stripes a lot, that they can move players in and out, sign free agents, sign hole fillers, draft well. And Jalen Hurts, I think you switch up offensive scheme, get some confidence back. And, if it doesn't work out with Jalen, I don't think it's beyond the pale to go, hey, like, we can get somebody else in, right? We can get a Sam Darnold type in here. Nick Sirianni can adjust and build things around differently, especially with, again, they keep bringing in big time offensive talent and that defense is still playing well. As long as that defense is playing like that, the offense, again, doesn't have to score 16, 24, 18, reasonable numbers even. Mahomes and Andy Reid, you wonder, as long as Andy Reid is healthy and ready to go, you love Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. You wonder, though, how long is that going to be? When does Andy Reid retire? Who do they have next? Because about 16 different potential successors have been groomed by him, gone someplace else, and failed. Some of them have even come back, right? So maybe that's the Kafka thing, right? Like, he's cooling it in Detroit, wants to come back whenever Andy Reid leaves. Who knows, right? And I love Justin Herbert. I think he's an incredible quarterback. I think he does so much with what he's got. I like Jim Harbaugh. I don't know if they're going to figure out how to protect him fast enough for him to make it work there.
That's why the McDaniel thing is interesting, because he watched Tua take some shots at the ball out of his game. I'm fascinated by that pairing because, Harbaugh's a downhill tough guy.
You should get both your tackles back. So that's got to help.
That's a fascinating hire right there.
It is. And one of the things that I think I loved about McDaniel, because this has been my thing for a few years now, is the quarterback wide receiver pairing, right? Where it used to be like, okay, you got to get a quarterback that matches your coach. Your coach has a system. You want a quarterback who does what the system that your coach draws up. And now it's become more about, okay, well, you want the coach who can take a quarterback and build on what he does well. Okay, well, now I want a receiver who works with what my quarterback does well, right? And so when he's like, well, I've been handed Tua. What does Tua do well? He's accurate, right? He goes those quick throws, over the middle, out wide. Who can I get? I can get Tyreek Hill. I can get him in here, hit him on crossers, and he can do yak. Okay, great. We're going to build the offense around that. And I want that. That is super smart. That is a coach who understands what's going on and what the next phase of the NFL is going to be all about. What I don't know is, and maybe it just became, he was stuck with Tua getting injured, couldn't get that consistency, couldn't get that confidence, couldn't stay in rhythm. Is he going to be able to go, okay, who do I have now? Justin Herbert. Okay, like the number one hero ball. I'm going to make all the tight window throws downfield. I'm big and strong enough. I can do it myself if I need to. I can do it with my legs. What kind of offense is he going to drop? What kind of wide receivers or tight ends are they going to go out and get for him to kind of maximize that? Or is McDaniel going to come in and go, oh yeah, let's run the Tua offense, and he and Harbaugh are going to butt heads for 12 months, and then Harbaugh takes the play calling duties away from him in November? I mean, who knows, right? So that's fascinating to me, because I think if it works out, if he is as adaptive as I think he is, I think that could be a brilliant hire.
That's Ty Schalter from Pride of Detroit. Ty, great stuff as always. We appreciate the time. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Ty.
Absolutely. My pleasure, gentlemen.
That is Ty Schalter from Pride of Detroit, and that's the show for today. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla. We will be back tomorrow. More Hurrdat Sports Live.